Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day.
I am the unified heavyweight champion of the world.
Canelo, are you ready? ¿Está preparado? I was born ready.
Considered by many to be, pound for pound, the best fighter in the world today. 4-division, 5-time world champion.
Oh, look at this guy.
He is now boxing's first ever undisputed super middleweight champion of the world.
Damas y caballeros de Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico.
¡Viva México, cabrones!
You know my level. And you will see. Because I'm gonna fuck out everybody.
You know, I mean, I would love to fight Canelo. I would love to show the world that I'm the best.
I want to get Canelo out here to Houston.
So Canelo, where your cojones at? Let's get it.
Payday, payday. You want payday. I know that. Man, you fight with nobody.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
Listos, pelos, chingazos.
He smacked the shit out of Canelo in
Get
person.
the fuck out of here, man. Please. I'm gonna knock out this guy.
The coronation is complete. All hail King Canelo.
Mira, en este momento puedo hacer lo que yo quiera, ¿no?
Saul Canelo Alvarez.
SDS Promotions.
That's funny? You think that's funny?
He is the fighting pride of Omaha, Nebraska.
He's good at what he do.
Defending
Hey, Daddy.
undefeated WBO lightweight champion of the world.
Hey, Daddy.
Bud
BoxingVoice.com.
Taking, any credit away from Errol, he's a great fighter. He's good at what he do. But when you compare him to Terrence Crawford, there's no comparison.
It's a dollar beat.
I'm just a better fighter.
BoxingVoice.com.
Sit back and watch this. I promise you something. I promise you something. All that shit you talking don't mean nothing.
Don't mean nothing.
I can bump my guns at you and you can bump your guns at me, but at the end of the day, them two brothers got to get in the ring.
Hey, Daddy. It's a dollar beat.
We've been here before. You try to get there. Alright? I can tell you how it is to be undisputed. You can't tell me shit.
This a dollar. Hey, Daddy.
Y'all support y'all fighter. Let's come together, make this event a success.
BoxingVoice.com.
Everything about Terrence Crawford is better than Errol Spence Jr.
BoxingVoice.com. BoxingVoice.com.
boxing fans, are you ready?
Hey, Daddy.
BoxingVoice.com. BoxingVoice.com. BoxingVoice.com.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to your second edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs, Solo Dolo, Scarface, no Manolo, but you already know we're here to talk that good old boxeo. Listen, a lot happening. It's crazy. Only boxing does this to us. I don't really know, right? I need a co-host to actually jump on. I don't watch other sports, but I doubt that in other sports, you get these big championships announced, and then all of a sudden they change the fucking date. That has to be something that only happens in boxing. But I know that you guys love to indulge in other sports, so do me a favor and let me know in the comment section if it's like that in other sports outside of boxing, because in boxing, we're bringing you the biggest fight news of the year, and it's already changed. Yeah, we're talking about Terrence Bud Crawford taking on Canelo Alvarez to try and be 3-time undisputed. The first male to be a 3-time undisputed champ is what Crawford is attempting. That being said, we just found out today that the whole date switched. It shifted from Friday, which we all thought was crazy anyway, right? Like, why did you even announce on a Friday? No one wanted it on a Friday. He waited for the backlash to change the fight to a Saturday, but people already bought tickets. Like, they were already selling tickets. Dana White was supposed to be promoting this fight. He said some things he shouldn't have said. And Turkey Al-Sheikh might have sent his little ass to bed, I tell you. So we're going to just show you all the facts, right? Let's get into this. This is the first thing, because this is the unfortunate part of boxing for the fight fans. These are tickets that were purchased. As you can see, this is indicating tickets that were purchased. So Michael Coppinger is reporting that Turkey Al-Sheikh tells Ring TV that he has decided the Canelo Alvarez-Terrence Crawford Riyadh season super fight will take place Saturday, September 13th, rather than the day before. He says the fight could land in New York, LA, or Las Vegas. Whichever of the 5 potential sites presents. He's decided that the Ring Magazine Super Middleweight Championship fight will be in Riyadh season pay-per-view event. So Trill Boxing immediately says, bruh, what about the people that have purchased these tickets? No response on that. Cool. Again, Coppinger saying that per Turkey, the kickoff news conference for the September 13th Canelo Alvarez-Terrence Crawford Ring Magazine Championship fight will take place in June in Riyadh season. So they're going to have a press conference in Riyadh season. So shout out to whoever's covering the Riyadh season fights. I guess you'll get to be press conference. Two-Tone, the superstar. What it do?
What it do? What it do? What it do? Salute to the chat. Salute TBV. We in the building. Second show of the day on y'all dog asses.
Yo, crazy news, man. Did you expect this shit? Date change, venue change. They even saying it's going to be on a different coast possibly now. This is ridiculous, honestly.
I think I did predict this, though. I did predict that they wouldn't stay on a Friday.
I mean, I always thought the Friday was stupid, bro. Like, I ain't even get it. Like, Fridays, you asking people to take off of work on Friday and travel on Thursday, essentially. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody could find a same-day flight.
Facts. I think it's nasty. I don't know what's up with Turkey, man. Like Dana White, he said he hates promoting this fight. He said he hates it. And now I think they did the analytics and found out we can't put this in no stadium.
But why not? I mean, you talking about William Cepeda, Shakur Stevenson on the undercard.
That's lit.
No, wait. That's on the Edgar card. Shit. I'm wrong. My bad.
They ain't built this undercard yet. Rumors is Devin gonna fight on this undercard against an unnamed opponent, possibly. Because nobody really care about Devin and Ryan like at all. But if they are gonna run a squabble, put it on this undercard. If that's the case, don't put it in October like Bill wants it done, everybody else wants it done. But now it's Miami. What they say? New York, LA, or where else? Vegas?
Yeah.
It's messy already, bro. It's messy. A fight nobody asked for. Now it's already messy.
No, and it's taken away because you're discouraging people. There's thousands of people that bought tickets already. Thousands of people that booked flights over here thinking it was Allegiant Stadium. What type of fumble? This is like a fumbleia, fumbleooski. Like, what are you doing? How do you fumble the fucking ball on a super fight? Pump your brakes. Take your time. Sit down with your people. Cross all the T's, dot all the I's, then announce. Now, look at this new shit he says. I love Turkey because what he's trying to do, but maybe Shakur is right. He's got to get some people around him that know this sport, that could tell him, bro, chill, don't announce. Motherfuckers is spending money. They're not rich like you. People are trying to get a deal. The minute you announce, we already looking at flights. But look at what he said here. I mean, it's the arrogance of the dude, too. I know I ain't never getting invited nowhere. I will announce at the right time when and where the big fight, Canelo and Crawford, and in which platform. Like, bruh, why do you do these things? We supposed to be your friends. We the consumer. What do you mean when it's right, when you want? You already dropped the ball. The least you could do is, look, we switching venues, we switching locations, we switching fucking dates. Here, it's on Netflix, which is not. It's not no more. Now we got to pay for this bullshit. Now it's a Riyadh season pay-per-view. It's no longer Netflix. Shout out to Jake. What he tweeted? Lies. More lies. They stopped the free fight because that's free. T-Mobile pays my Netflix. I don't know if y'all don't got the Magenta plan because I got free Netflix and free Apple from T-Mobile. Okay? So that shit was free to me, and you took it from me, cock-blocking Canelo and Jake Paul, to give us this, which is a better fight. But you dropping the ball. You not free from criticism, bro. This is crazy. Like, you got to get it right, especially on the biggest fight of the last 10 years, possibly.
Damn, 10? When was Canelo Pacquiao? I mean, Pacquiao Mayweather. 10?
I mean, Pacquiao Mayweather was dog shit. You can't compare that to this. Like, maybe the expectations of Pacquiao Mayweather was better than this or bigger than this, but that fight turned out to be dog shit that nobody wanted. It has zero rewatchability. Nobody wants to see that again. I don't think I've ever watched that shit twice. Who got time to watch that?
Damn, I've never seen that fight again. You right. Damn.
Bro.
But yeah.
It's a lot of fights like that, bro. Like, come on, man. Let's be real. I even had Bivol winning the first fight. I ain't go back and watch that shit. And I had him winning. I ain't go back to go check was I right about him winning. I just knew what I knew, and I kept it fucking moving. Bro, you gotta really do some good shit like Mayweather Canelo. I watched that again. Mayweather Laura, I only watched two, three times at the most. I'm gonna say 3, but I promise you it might be only 2.
Cotto Mayweather, I just seen that fight 15 times. 15.
Where my sound bite, man? I'm old, man. Where my sound bite?
Damn. I done worn that fight out. That's one of my favorite fights. But yeah, Turkey misspelled Canelo's name, by the way, too. Just some random
with
hate.
2 L's. I see that. Right. Hey, man, listen, he need to use Groot. He got to stop with that. He got to use Groot. Like, yo, because you could type and then tell Groot, like, yo, make sure this right before I press send. Like, he got to, but look, that don't matter to me. That don't matter. What matters to me is that you changing up the dates, you changing up the locations, you changing up the platform. Now we got to pay. This is crazy. This is free on Netflix.
Does on pay-per-view. Let's get that out of there. What up, Fats?
What up, Fats?
What up, Two-Tone? What up, Nasio? Hey, I want to speak on because I ain't catch your show yesterday, but I caught the playback. Yo, I don't know if people can say that Brian Norman ducking boots. You get what I'm saying? Because his father is right, yo. Like, well, at that Stanley Jones fight, I was expecting Boots and them to call specifically his name, and it's like they was like, oh, we gonna go on vacation and we gonna go back to the drawing board, and it's like nobody is calling Brian Norman name. Now I think Boots will beat him, but I do think it's a good fight, but nobody is calling his name. Like even when like I heard him brought up the T.O. shit, and that's real shit. Like T.O. got the WBO belt at 140. Bro, stop using Boots' name for clout. You know you ain't fighting no fucking Boots. If you really want to go up there and get a title shot right away, you got the WBO. Cash your mandatory in the fight, dude. But dudes ain't calling them out like that. Like, I mean, I'm not a big Brian Norman. You know, he's not one of my favorite fighters, but Shorty got skills and he tough. Like, dudes ain't calling his name. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why I think Boots will beat him, but these dudes ain't calling his name. If Boots fight Gearsoft and don't fight dude, you get what I'm saying? Then we can't sit there and blame Brian Norman for that fight not happening. I did hear Brian Norman say that they offered him a fight and he sent the counter offer. If he sent the counter offer and then y'all decided to go elsewhere, I can't say he ducked the fight. You can't say he ducked the fight. Like, I just don't see it that way. Like Boots and them gotta call yo out, bro. Like, he been calling y'all out. You get what I'm saying? But nobody is calling dude name. Like nobody is calling dude name. Like, don't nobody want to fight him. I don't understand it. And then the Barrio shit, like, so Pacquiao can just not fight in 5 to 6 years and just come back and be ranked number 5. Like, how the fuck does that work?
Legacy.
They got use.
Nah. You know he not supposed to be ranked. But let me ask you this question, because this is how I flipped it on people this morning. If Bud fights Canelo, don't matter what you think happens, but just for argument's sake, who you picking?
I'm picking Bud.
Okay. Bud fights Canelo, he beats him and retires, comes back in 5 years. 5.
Yeah.
Does Bud deserve to start at the bottom? Or should someone, especially, I would respect the WBO. I think he's had more WBO belts. I feel like someone should rank him. I don't think a legend needs to start at the bottom like a Abdullah Mason or Tito Mercado.
I'm not saying like out of like top 20 or something like that, but you shouldn't be that fucking high. Like, that's disrespectful for the guys that been grinding the last 5 years to get ranked in them sanction bodies. Like, that ain't right. I'm
for sure, but what about this? What about this scenario I said too? Because they like, oh, Suleiman.
Go ahead, keep going. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm just letting that stop. They like, oh, Suleiman just doing favors for his boy, but ain't that what you're supposed to do? If let's act like we gonna believe the rumors and Pacquiao somehow owe money, need money, taxes, whatever the case may be. I done fought. How many WBC belts does Pacquiao have? Like, I can't go to my friend and say, yo, I'm in hard times, man. I need a fight. I need you to rank me. I'm a legend. I'm a first ballot Hall of Famer. I done fought for 17 of your belts, and it cost me $40,000 every time I fight. Now I need some money. Now I need a fight. Now I need a favor. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you can still rank him. I'm not saying he shouldn't. I'm not saying it's fucked up for him to rank him. Like, I can see you ranking him 20, maybe 15 or something. But to rank him top 5, like, that's disrespectful to the guys that been, putting in that work the last 5 years. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying, but at the same time, like, niggas been grinding. You know what I mean? Like, he just gonna come in here and then
let me ask you this.
This protected ass.
Let me ask you this.
Like, come on, man.
You think Karen could beat Pacquiao? That's too far down. I ain't even gonna say him. Josh Taylor, number 10. Can he beat Pacquiao?
Yep, right now.
You say yeah?
Yeah.
Damn.
Josh Taylor?
Yeah. Right now.
Alexis Rocha, he beats Pacquiao right now. He number 9.
He beat Pacquiao right now.
Alexis Rocha?
Facts.
Beat Pacquiao right now.
Abel Ramos.
Abel
Ramos just went life and death. He number 8. He went life and death with Mario Barrios on Netflix.
Facts.
He beat Pacquiao.
What?
Beat Pacquiao.
Oh, you think he washed then? Nah, you got him washed.
He washed. Did you? He washed. Did you see him in the Ugas fight? I mean, oh my God. Like, when I was looking at it, I'm like, they gonna rank him number 5? Did they not see his last fight? And that was years ago. He don't got it no more, man. At all. I just think that's disrespectful to the guys that been grinding, bro. Like, stop protecting Barrios. Everybody know somebody supposed to take that belt off that motherfucker. Like, what are we waiting for? Like,
because you gotta understand, he with Al Heyman. They gonna do the same thing they did with Plant, man. I keep telling y'all that. I don't want y'all to forget it, because when he lasts and he get like $10 million for that belt, then y'all gonna see.
No, he definitely. I mean, he gonna get his payday. He gonna get his payday. But boy, is they protecting him. He's a protected champion. But I'm out of here, and that's appreciated, gang.
You the man, champ. You the man. Now the Ring Magazine saying, which city should host Terrence Crawford versus Canelo. This is crazy that at this point you about to ask us where we want it when you already said where it's at. I've just got emailed by Matthias, and his subject line is "Damn, shaking my head. This sucks." Sent me screenshots of his flight, and I believe this is his hotel. So this is what I'm saying. You know, I'm gonna show this stuff because they have to see that what they're doing is wrong. Look, that's his flight and his fucking hotel. Well, I got to move the hotel because we covering it, right?
This Sabril Matthias?
No. Matthias from our community.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, dude already paid. Now he going to lose. But to the rich, they sitting around talking about what city should we host it in. Motherfucker, how about hosting it in the one you mentioned from the beginning? This way people don't lose their flight and hotel money. I don't know.
That them $25 pay-per-views out the window. Everybody's supposed to be able to watch the Times Square fight. Like everybody's supposed to be able to see the ring. It's been a whole bunch of lies. The rich, it looked like Turkey on some. You gotta have the bag to mess with Turkey, bro. You gotta have the bag.
Bro, I hear the location of the fights changed last minute. So people book, like the people that were in the know, they booked, and then they thought they was going to see the fight from their hotel. And then the whole shit moved 4 blocks down. Bro, nasty work. Motherfuckers was going to the hotels, and the clerk was telling them that the Saudis have bought up the whole hotel about 3 weeks ago.
See?
But this is Ring Magazine, and they're saying 3 cities are in the running to host Canelo versus Crawford: Las Vegas, Los Angeles, New York City. Where would you like to see the fight land? I'm going to say Las Vegas because I'm always for the people, and the people have already spent their money. They already thought it was in Vegas, so do the right thing and keep it in Vegas.
Yeah, keep it in Vegas, bro. Going
like,
to
why
T-Mobile
LA anyway? Like, when's the last time? Like, what? What's the big last LA fight? Fucking Wilder and Fury, bro. Like, why LA anyway?
Right.
don't get it.
Go and get your T-Mobile Arena. We know it's not a stadium fight. And get you a solid undercard and go ahead and cook. Go ahead
They
and cook.
certainly
Man.
need an undercard, but hopefully PBC gonna do that. So the greatest news is Dana White says some shit that got my man Turk mad, and he's no longer doing this event. This is no longer TKO. It's no longer Netflix.
Wait, what?
What you mean?
Dana gone?
Bruh, look, Dana White on stage in Canelo versus Crawford at Allegiant Stadium. Quote unquote, I hate it. But now it's no longer TKO. Now it's Riyadh season pay-per-view. It's no longer Netflix. So is Turkey still rocking with Dana?
Damn.
I don't know, man. Turkey, after hearing Dana's comments, we ain't rocking with you. We ain't rocking with you.
They try to have him promote on a Friday. And I think there's a UFC fight that Saturday too, right? Chad, if y'all can help me out, damn. Yeah, man. You see how Turkey did Rolly? I just text you.
Nah, I ain't see it. But if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. It's going to help put this episode in the eyes of boxing fans that don't know we rocking out every day. Plus, you can hit us up on X video, live streaming video, formerly known as Twitter. Give us a retweet, repost. That's going to help the show grow. Same thing on YouTube. Smash that thumbs up. All right, so this is Rolly. Let's see what else Rolly had to say. Shout out Fight Hub.
Weren't you happy about?
Man, there's a long list of things. I mean, other than the fact that it's like, bro, what are they doing promoting Devin and Ryan's rematch over and over again? Like, me, yeah, obviously I helped out with their rematch promotion. Like, I'm like, yeah, Devin should get the fight, which I think he should go get his ass beat again. But, like, that's not really how you promote a fight. It's actually disrespectful was very disrespectful to not only me, but to Ramirez as well. And even that whole commercial, they wanted me to post that stupid commercial that they wasted my damn time. They wasted my time sending me to Mexico for 3 days to go do this commercial, right? And neither me or Ramirez appeared in the commercial. And even the lawyer hands his hand out saying pizza delivery, and it's my face. And Ramirez said, like, bro, isn't that your fucking fighter, bro? Like, that's so disrespectful in so many ways, you know? So, yeah.
I like how he waited to get in the like away from shit to start telling the truth, right? Like he kept his cool, and I like how he's doing everything now. Like, didn't ruffle no feathers, didn't fuck up none of the promotion, and now he's getting his truth out there.
Yeah, he said he hid in his hotel room. What?
And they wanted me to post that. I was like, hell no, I ain't fucking posting that shit. The fuck? Why would I post that? Would you post something that's clearly that's clearly disrespecting you? It's fucking it's horrible. So fuck that shit. That's how I feel about that, bro. You want to do some shit, but like you want to promote something, like promote what's in front of you. Don't promote what's ahead of you. Like, it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, man. Nah, listen, I wish we learn from this situation, you know what I'm saying? These underdogs, they live dogs, man. They live dogs.
Live dogs. Live.
Change that shit, boy. But according to Bill Haney, the rematch is still going to happen. I don't know. They're going to have to build that, man. Big Boss, $2. Fire intro, Brother Gibbs. Let's fucking go. Matt with the $2. Reschedule my flight and hotel twice. Third time's a charm. Damn. Pistol Parkway, Mozzie, $2. Baseball, tennis, boxing, and for weather only. Oh, okay, so baseball, boxing, and tennis, they only change the event date if it's because of the weather tone. Can you confirm? Because I don't know shit about them sports.
What they changed? Because they what? What did it say?
So earlier we were having a conversation, and I'm asking like, yo, I don't know what sport does this where they announce a championship level game and then change the date and change the venue. So I think he's saying baseball and tennis and boxing only do it for the weather.
Might be, because NFL, Super Bowl, if it's raining on Super Bowl Sunday, they still playing that game. NBA's indoors, obviously. Tennis, I'm not really educated on that. Baseball, I don't think they play in the rain in baseball, do they? I mean, out here, we got a retractable roof, big AZ. We just put the roof on. But I don't know, man. It's nasty, bro. They got pushed off their Friday date. Now they don't know where the fight going to be. And the press conference in Riyadh season. Why? Why?
I mean, I could only assume that they're going to I'm only assuming that they trying to take advantage of whatever media is going to be there for June. What fight they got going on in June in Riyadh season?
I have no idea.
Damn.
None.
That's crazy.
None.
That's crazy.
Promote American fight in Saudi.
Oh, no.
That's nasty, bro. They said Saudi got a weather machine.
I got to see what fight is in Riyadh season in June.
Can they just stage this shit like it's a regular fight? Like Hagler Hearns ain't have all these bells and whistles. I mean, I don't know if was Marvin Gaye performing at the Hagler Hearns fight. Like, Pacquiao, Marquez, was they having who was out there? Like, can we just have a regular night of boxing, man? Like Turkey want to have the performers come in, the circus outside, and
now could Riyadh season just mean the fight and not the location? Not actually Riyadh?
No, that's the promo.
Only fights that is confirmed is Berlanga. That's in June, right?
July 12th.
So I don't see anything confirmed for June 25, courtesy of Riyadh. But we got Ahmed on. Maybe he knows.
Niggas just in Riyadh in June? That's crazy.
What up, champ?
Yeah. Yes. The fight's not taking place in Riyadh. I think they announced that the press conference is going to take place
I
in
know
Riyadh.
that the press conference is going to be in Riyadh. That's my question, though. What fight is happening around the press conference to bring media out?
That's a good question. Maybe it's just the launch of the fight because the main promoter is whatever Riyadh season or whatever.
So you're gonna just be the only media? Ring TV will be the only media? That don't make sense. Who's gonna fucking fly to Riyadh to be there for a press conference?
But does it say is only one press conference, or are they going to do another one? Because if it's in Vegas, LA, or New York, will they do another one? Because what Carpenter posted is kind of like blunt. It doesn't really say if there's going to be another press conference. Because the fight's not happening in Saudi. It says it's in New York, LA, or Vegas.
No, I know that. But the press conference is supposed to be in Riyadh season according to Carpenter, right?
The press conference taking place in June. That's next month, isn't it? So I don't know. Do they have an event in June or not?
No.
When's the Stevenson? Is that in July or June? That's in July, isn't it?
July 12th. July 12th.
Oh yeah, that's in New York as well. Yeah, I don't know. The whole thing is, it seems like they changed the last minute. I personally don't think it should be in New York, unless they do an MSG. But I don't know. Do you guys reckon it should be in a stadium or an arena? Because I think Vegas or LA makes sense. Like they announced Vegas, they should have just kept it at Vegas. Because I think moving it to Saturday is the right decision, but the city is the big one. I don't like the judging in Vegas, but I think that it suits being in Vegas or LA. Where do you guys want the fight to be? Like, do you prefer it there or do you want it to go to New York?
I say leave it in Las Vegas. You already announced it here. People already booked flights, bro.
Yeah.
Do you reckon a lot of people book flights, or do you reckon it's just?
I mean, someone in my community emailed me their flight and their hotel.
Yeah, I think they should have done this like in a cordial way. Like they should have structured it properly because they announced it was going to be on a Friday. I always thought that was like not the right thing to do, but I'm kind of glad it's not on Netflix because I thought the Tyson and Jake Paul fight, even though it was on Netflix, there was a lot of problems. Like I had a problem.
But remember, they suffered those issues. They got ridiculous views. They got ridiculous attention. I highly doubt they're gonna drop the ball again.
Yeah, but if I understand what you're saying, but if I was to pay for the fight,
I also highly doubt that fucking Crawford Canelo does the numbers of Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm saying if I was to pay for a fight, I would rather pay for this fight than that fight. I only watched that fight because it was free on Netflix. Tyson, Jake Paul. I'm talking about just the main event, not the undercard. Like that was like a 58-year-old Mike Tyson coming out to retirement.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, that there's value in the Canelo Crawford, so you're okay with paying it.
Yeah,
but I'm also okay with paying for it, except that once you tell me it's free, now, you know what I mean? I'm not happy. Like, come on. It was on Netflix, now it's not.
I get that, but we're only in May. The fight's in September. Like, if they done it like a month out or like really late, then I get it. I just think the location could be a bit sticky because if you go from Vegas to New York, that's like a big drastic turn. Like, and you're saying a lot of people booked flights. I think he needs
I don't
to
know
leave the
about a
New York
lot.
thing.
I know someone in my community immediately emailed me as soon as I started the show, and I screen shared it.
But if they move out to Vegas, do you think they go to a stadium or do you think they go to arena? Because there are some good stadiums in LA and New York, but I'm not sure what his plan
I don't
is.
think they're doing arenas, bro. I mean, I don't think they're doing stadiums. What other stadium we got out here other than the fucking Allegiant?
The one in LA was it BM?
Yeah, but that's
Whatever it's
LA.
called.
That's not Las Vegas.
That's what I'm saying. If they move out of Vegas, then will they go to a stadium in LA or New York? Because there are some big stadiums in New
Bro,
York as well.
nobody wants to go to cold ass Los Angeles, bro. Leave that shit in Vegas.
In September.
Hell yeah, it's
September?
freezing in September. You got better weather in Vegas in September than you do. Yeah, you got better weather in Vegas in September than you do in Los Angeles. That's for sure. Facts counter.
Yo,
Yo.
I had to hit you back. Y'all saw something they saying that Haney the #1 contender for the WBC belt now at 147.
I saw that.
Yep.
I saw that.
Yeah, so I was ready to ask you next. Is that because he didn't have a fight yet? Because I know he was a champion. He was a WBC champ at 140.
Yeah, he was champion in recess. I
know,
guess it's because of that. You know.
Right, and I was saying had he fought Ramirez at 147, that still wouldn't be eligible because he ain't cashed it in, right?
Technically it is 47. Anything above 40 is welterweight. They was at 144.
Yeah, it was a catchweight fight, but I ain't know. I just was asking that because I mean that was a smart move if he was able to get a fight in, not really at the weight class and still hold his that mandatory spot because he was a champion at the lower division.
But you mean hold that mandatory with
move.
Pacquiao you talking about?
No, the WBC he was a WBC champ at 140, right?
Yeah,
Haney.
yeah, but that's now he's mandatory to Pacquiao if you still talking about 140.
No, I'm talking about 147. They saying he's the #1 contender for the WBC belt at 147.
I get you, but when you said he was the #1, I mean he was the champ. He was the champ at 40. He gave up his belt and went champ in recess. Pacquiao won it. So now he's the mandatory to Pacquiao if he ever wants his belt back. So because he don't want it, he moved up to 47, and they ranked him up there as a as a former champ.
Yeah, that's all I was saying. I was saying I ain't know that because he fought at a catch weight. You get what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm not a hardcore like that, but I'm assuming like, okay, cool. If you a champion at a lower weight class, I'm thinking like if you don't cash, you're right in right away to get that belt at that next division challenge for that belt. I'm thinking like you kind of got to start in the back of the line type shit. You feel what I'm saying? At least I was thinking that. That's why I was asking you like, damn, did you see that? Like I ain't know like how that worked for real. But I get it. You kind of broke it down to me. I get it.
I mean, we had the president of the WBO, which is a completely different sanctioning body, but he made it clear, bro. This is also a business. Was the word he used. He used networks, and I had to force in popularity. So, guys like Devin and Pacquiao always going to get ranked above guys like Abel Ramos and Jin Sasaki. It's just that's how it works. Networks want the right people on TV too.
Yeah, no, I don't got a problem with it for sure. I see another 5 to go over. But no, I don't got a problem with it for real. I just was wondering how that works because I just thought like maybe, you know what I mean, like you got to cash that shit in right away once you move up. But I guess it don't matter for real.
So for Devin and anybody that like Devin has been fighting for the WBC since the youth title. So he's always gonna have leniency with them. He always, as long as he's in good standings, he always gonna be able to call them and petition. So I'm sure they gonna wait for Pacquiao Barrios and then get right in the middle of that. Cause after let's say Barrios beats Pacquiao, Eddie's sending him an offer. You know what I'm saying? But if Dev get in the middle of that legally, Now Boots can't get Barrios because he got to fight Dev, and Dev put himself in position to be undisputed in 2 divisions.
Yeah, no, that's tough though. No, I definitely don't got a problem with it for real. But yo, where my man Leonard Ellaby at, man? They gotta bring him back, bro. He
I
had
see he
all
doing
this shit sold up.
Ain't he doing like women's basketball? Ain't he an agent for somebody? I seen he announced he was like an agent.
I don't know, man. Leonard got to come back. He had his boxing shit all sold up, man. Turkey don't know. Turkey is turning off even some hardcores. Like my pop, he buy every pay-per-view fight. Like he'd be mad at a nigga and still be like he ain't buying this fight and still buy it anyway.
He sound like
you know
me.
what I'm saying? Yo, he did that with Mayweather for years. He loved Mayweather when he was pretty boy. Hated him when he turned money Mayweather, but always bought his fights though. Like he'll still buy. He feel that way about Tank right now, but he'll still buy a Tank fight. You get what I'm saying? But it's just like he feel like Turkey. He like, man, what? He like, what? I'm sick of the time that the fights coming on these days. He like, what the fuck going on with this dude Turkey Al-Sheik or whatever you want to call him? I'm like, I'm in the middle of getting my hair cut. I gotta rush home, hair not even cut to go fucking watch the fight because he got that PTSD from the PBC. He be mad as shit when he buy the fight. He be like, I can't go back and watch it. Like, you get what I'm saying? They make me wait and shit, and I pay all the money. But he forgot, like, with Turkey shit, I have it, like, for you to watch right away and shit once the event. And he like, man, I be rushing home thinking that I'm ready to miss shit because this shit start at 5 o'clock. He like, what the fuck going on? Like, he mad as shit. Like, and then you got this shit going on with this. Like, it was on a Friday, now it's on a Saturday or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying.
I mean,
like,
it's a good change, but it's bad because it's a late change.
Yeah, like you say, like people done already booked their money. I saw like some of them ticket sales was crazy though. Some of them ticket prices, I was like, damn, they don't want no regular niggas to get in there. What the fuck? God damn.
Super fights never for regular motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah, but in the stadium though, it's like 70,000 fucking seats. Like, what the fuck? You gonna charge a nigga $1,000 for a nosebleed ticket? Yeah, nah. Fuck that. But yeah, he gotta get it together though, far as the time zones, learning how shit work over here. You know what I'm saying? Cause like my boy Leonard say, like, yeah, it's cool they do that shit over there, but over here in America, you come over here and know what the fuck he doing. How you gonna book a fight? What he say? How you gonna have Devin Haney on with Martin Lawrence coming to town? It don't make sense. It don't make sense, man. It don't make sense. But I don't think he need Dana White to be a part of it anyway. Like, I don't understand. Like, nobody need him to be a part of boxing. De La Hoya had put me on game. I didn't even know he already tried 3 times to get into boxing and couldn't get into it. So I mean, boxing ain't never need Dana White. You know what I mean? He can do what he do over there in UFC and shit, but boxing is still king. You feel me? I appreciate the call though.
You the man, champ. Ben DeLorean. I see you, Hamza. Ben DeLorean.
All right, I'm going to share our wave. Man, let's call it. I literally listening to you, so I appreciate it. I've been driving all day. I literally just turned that out, that news, like what you had said, man. And I'm like you, man, that's why people gotta, like, wait or whatever. Like you said, just get everything that you make sure that shit refunded. Like, all I gotta do is cancel my hotel because I already knew, like, the wait and all that. Cause like you said, they changed the date like 3 different times already. I mean, and I wanted to be in Vegas because, like, how you always talk about, they used to shut the city down, like when Canelo fought and when Pacquiao fought and Floyd fought, all that. So remember, we were talking about like a couple of days ago, like, I want to experience that. So hoping they do, but shit, if I was you, Matisse, whatever Matthias or whatever you had said, bro, you better call them people, man, because even the tickets that he bought to Ness, the tickets was never officially on sale. So he bought tickets from somebody who was going to purchase them and then resell them to him.
Oh, he bought it from a reseller?
Yeah, reseller.
Nasty.
Somebody literally said that the official seller is going to be Ticketmaster. And your map you brought up, that'll like Vivid Seats or SeatGeek or, somebody like that. So, yeah, Matisse, he just better call them. He calling people telling us he want a credit. because they'll at least give him a credit for sure for the flight. You know, flight people don't never trip, but if they don't put that flight in Vegas next, you know my ass. I'm tell them bring that motherfucker to Florida.
Word.
Because that way I just got to take that little drive down the Hard Rock or, you know, something like that. But, I mean, I'm with you, know, that is crazy. That is nasty. You're right. It's crazy how Shakur literally just said that. Like, Turkey needs some people around him who really know the game and all that. Then he pull a stunt like this. Like you said, you can't be having this stuff happen because, remember, they got the remember, if you had seen,
I think it's more.
just yesterday.
He probably he probably got the right people there and just ain't listening, bro.
It could be that too. He might be doing. You know, it's crazy. With like you and Tone was just saying, his ass probably real deal want that shit in Riyadh. Like no bullshit. He probably want that shit over there. But like you said, he know damn well we ain't going for that shit. He had that shit in Riyadh, boy. Them boy. Okay, they be pushing his ass out of the sport.
Riyadh, that's.
Don't be surprised.
I mean, if I'm him, if I'm him, that's where I'm doing it too, though. I ain't paying $200 million and I got to go to America.
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say. For money purposes, yeah. If he had that shit over there, he could pay goddamn Canelo 150 million and pay Bud 100 million. You know what I mean? Like that money ain't nothing over there.
He already paying Canelo 150. It's 150 to 50.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I want to see how it's gonna play because I was gonna say even if you see yesterday, you see for Edgar, Shiraz, and Shakur Zapata, I seen your counter real quick. You see, they say they might move theirs to the little tennis court in Queens.
Yeah,
the little tennis arena.
But that's been being talked about for at least a week, right, Tom? I feel like the tennis stadium. We just ain't talking about it on the show, but that's been floating around the internet for like a week already.
Okay. See, I ain't know, cause see, I like that at least, cause yeah, like they need to have it where fans could go to it and shit. Like that Central Park shit, I'm sure they'd have been able to pull it off, but that weird outside shit, yeah, that shit ain't it. So, I mean, I don't know. I really want to see how it's gonna play out.
Ain't the tennis stadium outside? Ain't that usually outside?
I think it's like Tone said, it's retractable roof.
Okay.
Yeah, so cause I had looked it up when they had posted it or whatever yesterday, and I looked it up because I hadn't heard of the stadium itself. I knew they had a little whatever that shit, one of them U.S. Opens or whatever up there in New York, but I didn't know like which stadium it had it. So when I seen it, I was like, damn, that could work because that's literally the only venue on that date that's gonna be open. You know, 'cause I know Keisha Cole, she up there in New York, and then there's a whole lot of other shit. I think even the baseball stadiums, the Mets and the Yankees got games. So I mean, we'll see, but I don't know. You're right. He could be not listening. I mean, we'll see. And you know, another thing I was gonna say too, because I heard you and Fats talking about it. Like you was right next, because man, we were talking about like even Bottle Jack being champion recess for the WBC, and then like Ray Vargas being a champion recess for the WBC at 26. You know, that's the same thing. Like you said with Devin, because a lot of people don't know how they just realizing this. Devin, as soon as he said he was moving up, he been a WBC #1 for like 3 months now.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but it's like you said, it's gonna be real crazy. I just tweeted that earlier. I said they gonna hold that belt for Barrios. Like you said, I said I don't even know if Boots gonna be able to get that fight because they gonna tax his ass in order to get that shit off him. Because remember, Tom Brown said he was ready to walk away because he felt they had low ball standing on us. Then they gave him the extra. So you know damn well they ain't gonna just let that belt go when they come to Boots trying to fight him for undisputed or whatever. So it's gonna be interesting to see how it play out though. But I mean that wouldn't be a bad route, you know, if he go that route because. Even that little clip you show with Roland, man, that shit's still nasty. Because I'm like you, Ness. How you don't like somebody so bad? If I don't like you, I don't like Tone. I ain't sending nobody at y'all. I'm coming to fade y'all. Y'all got to see me. If I don't like y'all, I don't like how Roland keeps saying, yeah, Devin could go get his ass whooped or whatever. I'm like you. I know he got to boost up Ryan and all that stuff, but nah, if you don't like him, you going to handle that smoke. Shit, Devin ranked like number 3 in the WBA. Shit, he can fight Roland for that regular belt. If Roland was to want that, but I mean, who knows? They probably already told Roland he could chill and he could probably fight he could probably fight that Barrios Pacquiao winner. You know, who knows? Sure. I don't know. We'll see how it all go though, but that's all I want to say because I heard y'all talking about it and I ain't know. So I really appreciate you giving me that news. It's interesting. I mean, we'll see. And like I said, if not, hope they bring that shit to Florida. But I'm still holding out hope for Vegas. So appreciate it, man. Shout out to you, Tom.
All right. Casual Jerry. If you cry, what is the women and children gonna do? Wow, disregard my super chat then. Bruh, I would literally pull this shit up to screen share it rather than just reading your shit. I'm showing the venue here, so chill out. Slow down. But this is the alleged location for the Edgar Berlanga fight. That's dope. I feel like we should have been using tennis stadiums because of the way it's set up. You feel me? But at the same time, there's no jumbotron. Boxing is used to a jumbotron. And boxing has a trellis. So it's harder to see because of the trellis for the people up top. Remember, they always got a trellis. And when it's outdoor, they usually got a canopy. So I don't know how they're going to actually set it up. Because in theory, you looking at this and you like, oh, all right, they're just going to put a ring there. But remember, there's going to be something on top of the ring. There's going to be things around the ring. I don't know. But this is a good card, man. I need this shit to happen.
That's
Edgar
a
Berlanga,
damn.
Hamza Shiraz, Shakur Zepeda, Puello Matias. That's fire right there. And even Morel Imam, that's going to be a banger. We're going to find out is Morel all the way back or halfway. He going to need to be all the way back for that fight. I'll tell you that.
That's looking like a card of the year candidate, depending on if the squabbles is elite. Why can't we just have it in?
These fighters got to live up to it, though, bro. We get these good cards, and I mean, you know, they gotta produce that action.
Yeah, nobody put on a show, man. Nobody put on a show. See, it always go back to that man from Baltimore, Gervonta Tank Davis. That's why he the junior face. He put on shows.
Bro, he been so quiet, it's almost cool. Motherfuckers,
like
no
that.
Tank of Maniacs call in. They ain't talking about Tank. And that's all because he coming off a bad performance where people thought he lost. So there's nothing really to say. He didn't knock a dude out. He was moving us, so there's really nothing to say. So we've been getting some real boxing talk. We ain't been getting them Tank crazy stands.
That's true.
Cliff, what up?
Cliff, Connecticut.
Connecticut, CT in the building. Man, I was looking at this shit, right? It had all the big fights, the 10 biggest fights in all time, based off the money. And all of them, I got to see all of them, but the ones with Muhammad Ali. It was like 3 with Muhammad Ali up there. Then the rest of them was like Floyd fights. And then the only one from, I want to say like modern day was Ryan and Tank. And all the rest of them was like, you know, shits we seen like with Floyd. But I swear it made me feel like y'all just crying. Like everything y'all saying about Turk is like ungrateful fans. Like this dude is giving you fights that you can't get like without him. You can't get these fights. And when you look at like the biggest fights of all time, we only had one in like the last 10, 15 years. But Tank and Ryan put on by your regular PBCs and match rooms and you know the people we know. So then like what is y'all really complaining about? He changed the venue or whatever he's doing, but yo just said that's for the who's. They could afford to reschedule, and why do we care? What, you know what I'm saying? Like, why do we care so much? I feel like y'all just being ungrateful. It's a lot of crying. You cannot make the fans happy.
Champ. You saying why do we care? No. See, you talking from a standpoint of a motherfucker that ain't doing nothing but watching it. What about the dude that emailed me his flight? What about the dude that emailed me his flight in his fucking hotel? And you talking about we complaining? You not fucking thinking. What about the motherfuckers that don't? How, Cliff?
Let me tell you.
How, if you saying we complaining about them changing the date and the venue?
Niggas, you just said that the regular folk can't get into this shit. So if you could afford to get into these environments and this and that, then that's just what you got to deal with to get a seat, yeah. That's what you got to deal with to get in that motherfucker.
That is your counter argument.
you barely
you
could
sound
get in there in the
stupid,
first
bro.
place.
I'm sorry to tell you. You
No,
sound
no,
silly,
no.
man.
I feel like you sound stupid
How you gonna
and
say?
ungrateful
How you gonna
because
say?
you
Oh,
couldn't get
you
none
can.
of these fights.
Listen to what
You
you
couldn't get
saying.
none of these
Listen
fights.
to what this guy is saying. Oh, you can afford to get in it, so you can afford to deal with the bullshit. Shut your ass up.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you sound like a whole fucking
Exactly.
hater, mad at people that got more money than you.
No,
Fuck out
I'm
of
not
here,
hating
man.
at
Kick
all.
rocks, bro. You's a fucking hater. You just revealed yourself.
But y'all sound like the bunch of people
No, you a
who is
fucking hater,
getting
that's
shit
all.
that you can't never have gotten. You never have gotten, and you never
This
would have
coming
gotten
from a motherfucker that
without
ain't
them.
going. You ain't going. You probably
But I
get a
get to
fire
view
stick
it
to
on
shit.
TV.
No, is you gonna pay?
Nah, I pay for the big
I
fight.
hope, because
I
you
just
talking
got a fire
like you the
stick.
motherfucker that bought the flight. You talking like you the motherfucker that
Listen,
emailed me and said, "Damn, this shit sucks."
You gonna let me talk?
No,
You could
because
kill me after the 3 minutes.
you trying to be like the end all
Look,
be all. Like, no, you can't
I'm not
say
trying to
you
be.
can't say
I'm
that
not trying to be the
motherfuckers
end all
can't
be all.
have
I'm trying to share my opinion.
But you said
I'm
we
not
can't
saying you
have an
can't
opinion.
have opinion. I didn't say you
You
can't have
said
opinion.
we
You
complaining.
spinning it.
You said
You
we
is.
complaining.
I'm not saying you can't complain, but I'm saying y'all
Motherfuckers got
complaining
flights
about
booked.
shit.
Motherfuckers got
Let
flights
me
booked.
make my
He talking
point,
about,
yo.
nah,
Let me make
you
my
got
point.
money, so it's okay that they canceled your shit.
Land the plane. Land the plane.
He
Pause.
can't. He crashed.
Yes, I can. How am I gonna land it when you talking over me like crazy?
Bruh, you crashed that shit, bro.
Crash the plane. That's wild.
Well, let me crash it then. This is the point. Without this nigga Turkey Al Sheik, half of the fights we got in the last year and a half, we would not have been able to get. Period. So the fact that he's putting together shit that we only dreamed of and had to wait 8 years to get an
is it coming
Aerospec,
out wrong or not?
I'm trying. Can I land the plane?
Is that you crashed a long time ago, man. You acting like what he's doing it should be free from criticism.
I'm not saying it should be free from criticism. What I'm saying is it's still above and beyond what we was getting without him. Much better. We couldn't get a Bivol and a Butter BF fight without him. We couldn't get a Fury and a Usyk fight. Remember how many times that shit was canceled? See how long it took to get Errol Spence in the ring? We didn't get none of the all-time fights.
I'm gonna give you these facts.
We didn't
Don't
get
worry,
none of the
stop interrupting
all-time. We didn't get none of the all-time fights for years. We cried about across the street for years. This nigga comes into the game. He gives us big fight after big fight after big fight. And then it's not one thing, it's another. It's, oh, now the fighter is getting paid. I'm for the fighter. Now niggas is like, oh, you paying them too much. They not even fighting. Like, it's if the fan is just gonna find something to complain about, you cannot please the fan. You'll give them the biggest fights they ever fucking got. You'll get the boxers as much money as they ever fucking got. And you get the new fucking events, innovative shit, and all y'all niggas want to do is just cry. It sounds like some bullshit to me. Like y'all niggas is crying over nothing. Y'all crying over shit that you're not even gonna attend. It's not even you who should be crying about the flight and all of that shit. It's this bullshit ass crybaby ass. Let's just make a fucking fit ass bullshit. In my personal opinion, because you wasn't getting this shit without the nigga. So go back to these shitty ass cars we was going. Go back to niggas pricing themselves out because of the street. Go back to the old way if you don't like this shit Turk is doing. Y'all niggas is crazy.
All right, don't go nowhere because, if it wasn't for Turk, we won't get these fights. We would never get these fights. Shut your dumb ass up with that bullshit. Nobody wanted Fury Usyk. And I would say that, and let me talk. Your call is over. I just want to engage with you. You're going to have to wait. We're going to talk, all right? Nobody wanted that. I would say y'all ain't want that, and few people would say, nah, Ness, I want that. Tone, ask me how many U.S. pay-per-view buys it sold.
Fury Usyk, how many pay-per-view buys?
150,000. Now, we wouldn't have had Bivol if it wasn't for Turkey. Cliff, your turn to ask me how many U.S. pay-per-view buys Bivol did.
The hardcore, you should be concerned about the quality of the fight, not the circus around it.
Motherfucker, when you get up on here and you say we wouldn't have got the fights we've been wanting without Turkey, you got to show me data that we wanted the fights he gave us. My data indicates we ain't want that shit.
What did you want that you did not get?
We didn't want Tyson Fury Usyk,
What
and we
did
didn't
you
want.
What did
you know what we want? You know what we want, Cliff.
And the answer to the question you refuse to ask is 45,000 pay-per-view buys per Ring Magazine. So I got to go, man.
Devontae Shakur.
I got to go.
Who did y'all want?
I got to go. Fuck up out of here.
Y'all know what we want. Y'all know Turkey ain't gave us the fights we want, man. He ain't gave us David Canelo or Tank Shakur.
Somebody got the nerve to say 150 is good, right? And another person here says we give props to Dev. Motherfucker, we saying the fights we want. Tank do 150,000 pay-per-view buys versus fucking Hector Diaz or whatever the fuck his name was, the Dominican.
Garcia.
That's good because it covers the purses. It shows you that we ain't want it. Tank fight Ryan and do 1.2. It show you we wanted it. It's
hey,
like
man,
y'all can't
Canelo
fucking think.
We wanted it. We wanted it.
Exactly. Canelo Berlanga, it shows you. Canelo, it ain't a bigger difference, though. Let's be real. If we do the math, Canelo's last fight, I think with Triple G was like 575. Then who else?
Didn't that do
fought?
7?
With who?
What, Charlo? Hold on. Canelo Berlanga did. I'm going to do 7?
Yeah. Charlo, I think Charlo Canelo was like 750. So it's in there. You know, Canelo numbers dip depending on the opponent and when they're European. Smith, right? He fought both Smiths on pay-per-view. Callum and Liam.
Nasty. Canelo Berlanga did 650. We wanted that.
And Charlo, I think, did 750, right?
Let me see. Hennessy Charlo. Let me see.
Fucking sick, bro.
Yep, 7.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You can't tell me, oh, we wanted these fights he's giving us and nobody ain't showing up to bomb. Like, don't lie to me, bro. Don't lie to me. When we want it, we show up. And somebody before you type it, oh, Ness, Canelo always do 600. No, the fuck he don't. And that number, anything from 5 and up is us showing up for the fight we want. Bud and Earl did 650. You know what I'm saying? That's us showing up. Look at Dev and Ryan. They only did like 350, and that's because Ryan sabotaged the motherfucker in the promotion. That other 300,000, they was like, I don't know. This dude's crashing out. This dude, they didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, they didn't know if he was on show.
They didn't know what to expect. But let me get to these super chats. Matt Bet, $102. Daily Dose of Tanquil. Pack, linking with Alex Ariza and Victor Conti. Supplements. Daniel Vega, $2. Did you see Golden Boy going to work with PBC? Yeah, I seen Oscar's story, but I'd rather see a fight. Casual Jerry, $2. Ness, you saw they trying to put Berlanga in St. Louis. If that is the stadium that I showed you, then yes. Unless that's why you said what you said about never mind, because you see that you wrote it wrong. But yeah, it's a tennis stadium, and I think it's in New York. What else we got? Ace Cannons, $10. Ness, I'm coming to Vegas for the fight.
My man Ace.
Regardless if it's there or not, I'm going to rock with you, Tone, and the community. We was really say buy tickets if Bud come back in 5, him the champ. What the fuck? Ness, I'm coming to Vegas for the fight. Regardless if it's there or not, I'm going to rock out with you and Tone and the community. We was really, I guess he meant to say we was really saying buy tickets if Bud come back in 5, give him the champ. Oh, okay, I get it. Let me see if you get it. You get it? Okay, so the super chat stops at community. Then he goes to a previous conversation where he says, we really saying buy tickets. If Bud comes back, give him 5. Him the champ. So just like Pacquiao, they put him in the 5th, ranked him number 5. That's what he's saying. Remember, I was making a scenario like, yo, if Bud beats or loses to Canelo, retires, and comes back in 5 years, won't y'all want him to be ranked? And he's agreeing. It took a minute to click, but I got it, champ. Makai, $5. Yo, Ness, since the Japan dude can send an offer to Norman, why can't Shakur send one to Tank? Because he got to have the money. So it's got to be an offer from Shakur and Turkey to Tank. But again, Tank don't even want to talk to Turkey.
Yeah, don't even want to talk to him.
Big Old Dog Boxing TV, welcome to the prospect level. Bandalorian with the counter. How am I crying when I admitted to being wrong? My bad, Jerry. George at Dallas Fort Worth, $5. Is it too much to ask Turkey for some pro box type ring card girls? We are sinners and don't want Hulk Hogan and MJ lookalikes. Bruh, it's so funny how men think all the same because, bruh, I'm so over his ridiculous stance on ring card girls.
Yes. Why would you change
What the fuck?
that?
Yo, like, why? Like, what? Is it like against their religion to look at a woman like that? Or, like, I don't get it. What the fuck, bro? Turn your head, man.
Don't
Let
the
us
Muslims
do what we do. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. They be covered up though.
Bruh. Shout out to George in Texas. And he put I guess this is the Mexican monster flag. Respect the culture. Money emoji. Prayers emoji. M McCoy. No, Q McCoy. Excuse me, McCoy. Q McCoy, welcome to the prospect level. Shows $5. Canelo vs. Benavidez, quote unquote, was the ultimate money crossover. The board. 100. Hand on face 2 times. Hey, man, hopefully it can still happen, bro. It's nasty work, though. You could tell Turkey don't fuck with David. Like,
at all.
At all. Like, bro, he gave that man $150 million to fight Bud.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Like, yo, that's what Canelo asked to fight David.
Benavidez, yeah.
Bruh, nasty work. Yo,
then he gave
that had to be
Cowboy
Samson.
fight too.
Samson had to piss off Turkey, man. It couldn't have been David. He flew David out. He flew David out, man. It couldn't have been David.
They mad that they took away that third undisputed fight.
Well, it was David that said we don't care about fighting in Saudi, so it probably was David's fault, man. Bruh, listen, shout out to them, bro, because the father, you know, he said what he said and pissed Canelo off, and David said what he said, obviously, and pissed Turkey off, and at least they real ones, like, you know, they gonna stand on their shit. Whatever they believe in, they believe in. But it's a shame that Turkey Al-Sheikh really gave this man $150 million not to fight Benavidez. Like, you could have gave that for the Benavidez fight that we wanted. And this is what I'm saying to the last caller, Cliff. That's what we wanted, my bro. Oh, Turkey's giving us the fight we want. He better hope this one sell. I was part of this when I manifested this, so I'm backing the Canelo Crawford. But we know for sure, that David and Canelo was gonna sell through the roof.
Sell. This fight, maybe fight week is gonna get some buzz, but right now, both of their personalities, I don't know where they gonna go. Where they gonna go to the Breakfast Club? Oh, nasty, man.
Hey, yo, I hope Turkey, he got the money too. This is what I'm saying. Yo, Canelo and Floyd did $2.4 million because they went on an 11-city press tour, Tom. They only did 10 stops. Cities. Yeah, they only did 10 stops. They canceled the 11th one. What?
Did they come to Phoenix?
I'll Google it right now, but bro, they went everywhere. I'm gonna Google it. Let me take a caller so I can get that info. Boxing Patron, what up?
Boxing Patron. Let me see. I think they did come out here. Them niggas canceled it. Nasty. They was so disgusting. Just horrible.
They canceled yours? That probably was the 11th city. That's probably the 11th city because, like I said, they did 10 instead of 11. But I'm getting it. My AI assistant is helping me. Hold on 1 minute, Boxing My Throne. Cities visited. I love AI. Cities visited. New York City. I had a correspondent there. I was there for that one. That's how I met Al Heyman in Times Square. They shut it down. Washington, D.C., we had a correspondent for. Grand Rapids, that's Floyd's home. Chicago, known for fucking Mexicans. Atlanta, known for Mexicans and African Americans. Miami, definitely Latino city. Mexico City for Canelo and more Mexicans. San Antonio, more Mexicans. Houston, Texas, Mexicans and African Americans. They canceled the Phoenix, according to you, right? Because it says they visited this one. And Los Angeles, they went to.
God damn.
And look. 11 city press tour, and it did 2.4 million pay-per-view buys, and it generated over $150 million in revenue. So I'm just saying, Turkey need to take a page out of that. Go ahead, Patron.
Yeah, sound good?
Yep.
All right, man. Well, you know what, man? I'm on my way home right now from work, and I heard you guys listening to the show. And man, I'm about the perfect fucking one you want to hear from right now, man. Dude, I booked my flight from me and my two nephews. I booked my room for the whole week out there. I was looking at the tickets, and I was like, I don't trust that ticket shit because usually that's them trying to up those tickets. They ain't even for sale yet. So usually that's them trying to get every penny they can get, before they actually release them to the public. You know what I mean? So I kind of like ignored that shit. But man, because it was on a Friday, so my nephews are kind of young, man. So I even booked. I don't know if they're gonna have that. So that Saturday, I booked out there in that they're opening up a Universal Scarefest out there or something like that, Unleashed. So I booked 3 tickets to go see that Saturday night. I'm like, dude, y'all, they costing me fat money right now, man. Oh, that's some bullshit, bro. I'm like, dude, they didn't make up their mind what the hell they're gonna do, man. You know what I mean? I'm a 9-to-5er, man. I got, you know what I'm saying? I've been saving up for this fight for a long time. You know what I mean? To take my 3 nephews to this fight. So I don't know, man. This shit kind of killing me right now, man. So, I'm gonna be the one to bitch and complain about this right here. You know what I mean? Is anybody is gonna do that? You know what I mean? Is spending their hard-earned money to go see that. So, it's I think this is a once in a lifetime fight. That's why I'm going to this fight. Well, I thought I was. Shit, don't know about no more. But I don't know what I'm gonna do now, man. So I figure if they don't have it in Vegas, I'll probably go rock out with you, Ness, out there in Vegas and watch it out there with your guys. Your guys' thing. So, but yeah, that's disappointing, man. They need to treat the fans better, man. People like us, man. Like you said, man, we ain't got a lot of money. I got to work overtime for this shit like this. So and they need to rethink what the hell they're doing. But all right, Ness, man, I'll be listening.
All right.
Damn. Now, just some random DDG getting accused of whooping on his baby mama. Y'all niggas nasty. But she could be lying though. I don't know. But yeah, that Diddy trial. You been keeping up with the Diddy trial, Ness? Bro, I don't know when the evidence gonna come. All they revealing is Diddy's kinks. Like they just dropping this business. They said Diddy had a 4-day freak off. 4 days?
Hey man, I mean, he ain't really having sex, bro.
4-day freak off?
My man sitting down watching people have sex. He could go for 4 days. You could go for 4 days when all you're doing is being a peeping fucking Tom.
Damn, yeah, man. Diddy.
But
soon as Diddy,
the algorithm push the security guards snippet. Nasty. Poor Cassie, man. She done got turned out by fucking Diddy, man. She out here asking motherfuckers to pee on her. This shit crazy, bro.
Imagine you a male prostitute and you get flew in and you find out the girl you smashing is Cassie. That's a win.
Hell yeah. Until you
Nasty.
find out the freaky shit she into, and you find out that you not allowed to sleep with her with a condom. Cause I
Oh
seen
yeah,
that. I
yeah,
seen that. That's wild. I mean,
yeah.
they got to prove some of that shit because they got to prove some of that shit.
But none of that makes you be locked up, right? Like, ain't that legal? Niggas have freak off. Ain't illegal? Ain't it legal?
I mean, they were saying he was coercing people, like blackmailing motherfuckers in the door and shit. Like, if you don't want to do this, I'm gonna show this tape from the last time you did it. Yeah, man. They canceled Phoenix press conference because of the fires in Prescott and the death of the 19 firemen. They didn't want to take attention from that. $5 from Daniel Vega. Salute, champ.
Wow.
Salute. Iron Mike.
Casual Jerry, they not talking about the trafficking. All we hearing is baby oil, peeing in mouths.
Yo, hold on, Mike. Give me 1 second, though, please. It's not gonna be long. Shout out the boxing scene, Tone. They are alleging, or should I say reporting, that this is all misdirection from Turkey Al-Sheikh and Ring TV, that the fight will still be on September 12th, and it will still be at Allegiant Stadium, and it will still be streamed by Netflix. Expect to be confirmed soon.
It's a lie?
Yep. He says this follows the pattern of gamesmanship, as we've seen where Al-Sheikh floated Canelo Jake Paul fight in February, only to pivot to poorly received Canelo William Skull bout in Saudi Arabia.
Nasty. That does make sense. That does make sense. To try to see when he do shit like that, that shit ain't got no buzz. When you got the lie like that, shit ain't got no buzz. Now everybody talking about it again because nobody talking about it. See, nasty.
Go ahead, Mike.
Nah, man, I'm with Tone on this one. I've been saying it from the beginning. This is not the fight that a lot of the people wanted. And you get it from the jump. When the fight is announced, you kind of get whether it's gonna be a big fight or it's gonna be like oh shit, this shit, this ain't it. And that school fight didn't help at all, honestly. So to me, what would you call it? What if it does under 1 million pay-per-views? Is it a flop? Like, assuming that it doesn't go the Netflix route, and it goes on the pay-per-view model. If it does less than 1 million, is it a flop?
Yes. If it don't hit, if it's on Netflix,
nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing
We
that.
doing
This
that.
is on pay-per-view and it does 600,000. That it's a win, just like all other Canelo fights that do.
no, you said this is
600,000.
fight of the century. Fight of the century.
I mean, listen, bro.
Yeah.
Earl. No. I'm not gonna let y'all win this argument. Listen, and we're gonna debate it. Earl Bud was fight of the century, and that shit did 650. So y'all could cut the bullshit.
Al did not, the Haymanator did not say this was fight of the century. Haymanator didn't even want
He
this
don't
fight.
even say that, bro. He don't. We said it was the fight. We you know how many we demanded it and we ain't even buy it, bro. I'm telling you, y'all scumbags.
That's. I'll tell you this, and this is why I always align with you on this end. One thing that you continuously preach is you sell fear. This fight, you can't really sell that with this fight. You have one guy that's aging, fucking going into 37 years old. We saw him age in the ring in this fight versus Skull. And then you got another guy jumping up 3 fucking weight classes, and you don't know if he's going to be able to take one of those punches. So the fight to make would have been that Benavidez fight. I went into that poll that Turkey Al-Sheikh made like back in February, and Benavidez on his own poll was like 65%, out of the public, out of the 7,000 people that voted. So honestly, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's that Saudi money is dirty or something, but bro, I'm telling you, something does not smell right. This shit may flop, man. I don't know, but that's my call, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Again, I think 600 is good. 700 is good. How are we gonna say flop when Earl Bud? That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. Like that's what we wanted. We was doing show after show, bro. That was like, bro. Look at I had 170 some people watching the fight, bro. We playing games or what? That's what we wanted, and we still ain't buy it. It was a movement because look at we gathered. If I had 150 people watching it plus, imagine the other fight parties throughout the world. So we seen it, but
yeah, we did.
You can't push a $ number on the amount of people that watched that Bud and Earl fight. Then the replay.
That fight should have happened. Earl got in a car accident, right? After he beat Sean Porter. That fight was marinated too long, and the numbers reflected that squabble.
Man, that was over marination and not Tank and Ryan? Tank
Well,
30 years old.
Wait. Bud Spence, hardcore Super Bowl. That's a hardcore boxing fans Super Bowl. Tank and Ryan, that got lit because Tank, you already know, Tank and Ryan was a social media darling fight. That fight from the outset was on every major blog there was. And the streamers started fucking with it. That's different levels, bro. Canelo Crawford, nobody asked for this fight, bro. Turkey Al-Sheikh, the promoter of this fight, says this is fight of the century. When you say this is the fight of the century, I expect either 1 million plus pay-per-view buys, or you better beat Jake Paul record on Netflix. You better beat that record.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up that we put in like a number on it.
No, fight of the century. Fight of the century. Dana White's promoting it or he's not promoting it. It better do better than Jake Tyson, or if it's on pay-per-view, it better be 1 million plus pay-per-view buys.
It ain't doing better than Jake Tyson. You're wilding. If boxing scene is right and this fight stays on Netflix, no way this fight does 70-something million views, bro. You kidding me?
Yeah.
How?
It's a flop, bro. Because the promoters,
bro, you cannot compare Jake Paul and Mike Tyson to Bud and Canelo.
Why not? First of all, Canelo fans think Canelo's still in his prime.
No,
respectfully.
Because look, Canelo is Tyson, and he's not even Tyson. You get it? And then Bud now is Jake, and unfortunately, he's nowhere near Jake.
No, popularity-wise, not at all.
And that's why that fight blew the shit out the water, bro. Those guys are popular beyond, like, bro, you never gonna get Bud to show his ass cheeks.
Ness, if these niggas don't lock
Tyson
in
had his butt cheeks out there, like it's different. Tyson was on Hangover. That's a classic. That's a classic. You know what I'm saying?
If these niggas don't lock in a McDonald's deal where we go there and we get the Happy Meal with the Bud Crawford,
the Bud Crawford Happy Meal with the Canelo, you get the motherfucker. The toy is the Canelo sombrero and shit. You out of control.
It's gonna flop. Hey man, we need that.
That's what we doing. That's what we doing. The new wave. The way we gonna get the make this fight popular is to say it is not gonna succeed. Okay, we doing backwards promotion here. We gonna try that. Chico $2. Samson Mad Turk going through the Cubas. Cliff $5 in Connecticut. Blame your favorite fighter for us not getting the fight if they want it. Turk makes it possible. Tank and Nello pump faking. We read Daniel Vega. We got Chico with another 5. Lance Pugmire put an article on Boxing Scene saying it's still on Friday and allegedly gamesmanship, saying the date changed from rival promoter. Yeah, I just read that, man, and I told y'all about it. Boxing Scene is staying. This still going. I hope they right. I hope Boxing Scene is right, and Turkey's lying again, because don't forget he lied to us. He told us he lied to the media. So hopefully he's lying again, and this shit is going to be on Netflix so we could get excited again. See, because maybe you're right. Maybe it's not doing well, so he's teasing it. Oh, put it on pay-per-view. We get mad. Then all of a sudden it's on Netflix. Yay, right? And he's the savior. I see what you're doing, Turk. Ride of the Storm, $2. Tone upset Diddy won up him. Okay, Tone upset Diddy won up him with the 4-day freak off. Looking emoji, laughing out loud emoji. DC3, $2. Ness and Tone, Al Heyman would never.
Facts.
Never what? Switch dates?
Yeah, Al Heyman. I mean, Al Heyman gonna give us a good fight with the best cameras and the best play-by-play. You know, PBC gonna give you real boxing. It's gonna feel like a boxing match. Like, no spectacle. It feels like old school boxing on a Saturday with squabbles. With Turkey, I know he didn't book probably George Michael. There's some wild shit. Just some wild
Gotta have
shit.
faith. Ain't that George Michael? Yo, you out of control. How you gonna say he bringing George Michael? Motherfuckers would be mad as hell.
Heated. Yeah, man.
Chico.
You gotta sell out a stadium?
Sell out a stadium what?
Bro, stadium, we need Gatorades, the Canelo Gatorade, the Bud Gatorade. Like, they gonna have to go.
You know Canelo don't want Gatorade. He want VMC, cabrones.
He got his energy.
He want his own drink going through that bitch. I'm with you, Jerry. We better not get another Eminem concert. They gotta let somebody pick the talent. They picking the wrong talent. That's what it is. That ain't how you move a crowd. Chico, $5. Saudi money dirty. The Royal Prince just announced today with Trump they invested $600 billion into America and $4 billion in sports alone till 2030. They trying to buy the country, bro. You get if you invest $600 billion, do we got to pay that back?
Nah, they gave Trump a jet. You see that private jet they gave him?
That's how you
man.
Listen, that's why Tank won 2 Ferraris. You can't be giving Trump a jet and not give Tank his Ferraris. That's crazy.
That's true. That's true.
Yo, that's what Tank fans gonna say. Yo, Tank really deserve his Ferrari. You see he gave Trump a jet, right? Hey, Bandalorian, $2 showed his ass literally 5 crown. I know, bro. Listen, them motherfuckers went viral. Remember, listen, Tyson showed his ass. Jake Paul, he put on a fat suit, a well-done fat suit. That was a fat bastard from Austin Powers suit. Like, it's different level of promotion, bro. Different level of promotion. It's unfair for you to compare to that tone. DJ Double D, $5. Canelo is the face of boxing. It's not about who he fights. It's about who gets to fight him. It's about a bidding war, and right now, Turkey is winning. Money bag emoji, Mexican flag emoji, boxing glove emoji. Casual Jerry. Turk need to start promoting this fight religiously. All we hear are dates and venue changes. Shaking my head. DC3, $2. Remember when Ness was the face of PBC? Good times. Chico, $2. George Michael passed away, Tone. Show some respect.
Rest in peace. The legend. Rest in peace, the legend.
Hey, yo, look at the Earl fans trying to protect. Earl and Bud did 600 only 3 months after Tank and Ryan did 1.2. So what he trying to say that the public was exhausted with pay-per-views? We ain't want to buy two. That was his excuse. Tyrant. Tyrant.
Yo, what's good?
What up, champ? How you feeling, man? We heard the news. I hope everything is, you're doing better.
Yeah, man. I'm doing much better. Unfortunate what happened, man. But things happen for a reason. I'm still trusting God, having faith that everything gonna work out. For my good in the end. So I'm keeping my head up, man. Shouts out to TBV. What's good, Tom? Shouts out to you, man.
Peace, King.
Hope everyone, yes, sir. Hope everyone blessed tuning in. Yeah, man, I haven't been on here a while. Good to be back, man. Listening to the callers, listening to you, Ness, Two Tone. So I'm good back with the community and the family, man. So shouts out everybody tuning in. As far as the topic goes, and as far as Turkey playing these games, right? Like, supposedly all these news is all smoke and mirrors. To me, Ness, Two-Tone, I really don't like it. Especially in the sport that we're in with boxing, and boxing isn't funny, right? And just hearing the other caller that got his tickets already, and people are spending money, getting ready for these type of fights, and it's like you shouldn't be playing with these, people emotions. You shouldn't have to go to that point to promote a fight, supposedly, especially as, magnitude of Bud and Canelo. So I don't like it if it's true. I hope he stops doing this because it's not cool. I don't like it personally. But like I think it was Mike that said the Canelo skull really didn't help. I felt like Turk should have had Bud versus Skull. Bud get that belt and show that he can compete at 168. To me, would have made the fight even more bigger. But with the Canelo, I guess performance, I didn't see it. The performance with Skull, but I heard mid on it. I guess really didn't help the Bud, Canelo hype. But to me, first, that would have made the fight even more intriguing. But I guess it's still intriguing, given I see a lot of people is switching to Bud now, due to that performance. But I don't know if this is true or not. If you guys heard this, but supposedly they asked Dana about promoting the Bud and Canelo fight, and he said he didn't like it. Did you hear about that, Ness, Two Tone?
You talking about Dana?
Yep, I heard
Yeah.
that. He
Yeah,
said
we
he.
showed it. We showed it.
So was that true?
That's what it seems like. Yeah.
So why
Punch
is it?
Boxing is reporting it.
So like why even give him to to promote this type of fight? I would at this point I'd rather had Don King to be a promoter of the Canelo and Bud, given the iconic and legendary fights that he had put on. But it's just like it just don't make sense, especially when Dana come out and say, "Oh, I don't like it," and supposedly. If this, I don't know again if this news is true or not true, but the sake of it, since we got the rumors going, that the fight is going to be on Saturday. I personally would love the fight to be on a Saturday, which all big primetime fights we've been used to been on a Saturday in Vegas. It makes the most sense, but I can see why this is probably not true because the UFC got their thing on Saturday. So I'm trying to think like how does that work? You got the Canelo and Bud fight on Saturday, and you got the UFC thing on Saturday, and Dana White supposedly promoting both events. Like how is that supposed to happen? Now it's like Canelo versus UFC all over again, right? So I really don't know. I'm not too much big of a fan of the Dana White promoting
You
this.
also got their new way fight in September 14th, this Sunday, right?
Oh wow. it just seemed like it just seemed like Dana got a lot on his plate. He really, it just
I
seemed like
don't
he's
think
not
Dana's
interested in.
involved anymore. According to Coppinger, this is Riyadh season is doing this now. But
Oh wow.
it's supposed to be boxing in the Allegiant Stadium, but there's also a UNLV football game, right? On September 13th.
Wow.
Plus the
Wow.
potential of Las Vegas Raiders game on September 14th. Plus a USC event in Guadalajara on September 13th.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. So,
So it's what Tone's saying. You know, it's gonna do low viewership because it's crammed in.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I guess we'll see how it all plays out, man. But yeah, to me, I wish Bud and Skull would have went at it first. I think that would have hyped the fight up even more. But yeah, I guess we just gotta wait and see how everything plays out. But yeah, man, that's my call, man. Again, shouts out TBV. I hope everyone blessed, man. Peace.
All right.
Peace.
CYP.
What up? What up? What up?
What up? How was the birthday?
Oh, that shit was good, man. It was good. Drank a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So appreciate everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. I'll never drink, so I drink what? Birthdays and Thanksgiving and shit. So I appreciate that. But listen to this shit though. listen, this is important. For all my freaky brothers out there, that we on that Diddy trial. I want you to understand this and understand this clearly. Pretty girls are not the freaky girls. The freaky, get down dirty girls are usually fat or ugly. And I'm just keeping 1,000 with you. If you take your ass to a swingers club, you're gonna see some chubby chasers. You're gonna see some unattractive women. Most women who get down like that are not the girls that Diddy be going after. Diddy tried to live a fantasy world and it's played out on him in a bad way. You want to hear some fact? Okay. My homegirl, she's a makeup artist for Brazzers. A lot of y'all know what Brazzers is. Don't act dumb. You know what I'm saying? So she knows a lot of the top porn stars. Eliza Ibarra, she just retired. You got Gina Valentina, she retired. Lena Rose, she retired. A lot of the prettiest porn stars retire early, but the ugly ones stay on, still trying to get work. Why is that? Because them pretty girls ain't really with the smoke that we want them to be for. It's a fantasy that we see in our head. Diddy wants all the pretty girls to act like they're Brazilian. Now, if you want some freaky girls, go to Brazil. They will do what you do, take the money, and not say nothing. Thank you for coming. But when it comes down to these American girls, I'm telling you, man, you cannot trust them. You cannot trust them. They will pretend to be whatever they want you to be for that money, and when they run out, they'll do you like Diddy. Y'all can say all you want, because some of y'all ain't gonna never have the chance anyway. But some of my brothers got a little bit of dough on their hands. I'm telling you, if you want to get to some freaky stuff with you and your girl, or you want to that swinger stuff, expect some chubby chasers, some ugly girls to be in that room when you walk through that door. Okay, and you put that little mask on, that blindfold, people don't know who you are. They don't look like you think they gonna look. All right, Diddy, I feel bad for you, my man, but you should have known this a long time ago. When you got a plane full of beautiful women, man, it might be 2 out of 10 that's really freaky, dog. The rest of them are doing that just because you paying them, and a crowd and the jury is going to look at them as victims. When we all know as men, if you get paid for what the fuck you signed up for, you ain't no fucking victim. But in this America, man, all you got to do is say somebody did something to you, man, and look a certain way, and your ass is guilty, dog. So I'm minding my own business in this one, but I did want to tell my fellas who listening, everything ain't what it seems, baby. CPP out.
Yeah, man. A lot of them head doctors be kind of ugly, man.
You hilarious.
And they say I hate Lane Bryant's, but I love Lane Bryant's. But yeah, them Lane Bryant's, they do be having them nasty freak offs, man.
Dom, what up?
TBV, Ness, Two-Tone, how we doing?
Chilling.
What up? What up?
Yeah, first and foremost, investigate CYP. Not sure what compelled him to, take that stance on this great show we're having. But, yeah, I mean, he even gave his location out. I mean, find out where he was at Brazil, when. But beyond me. But the topic, I want to touch on this switcheroo that's going on, and if this was not taken by Netflix and that fell through, I want to blame Jake Paul and Mike Tyson for doing that promotion the way they did, the clout chasing nature of it. I'm sure Turkey brought the stand-up guys in Bud and Canelo to the table with Netflix, and they said, okay, well, who's gonna pull their pants down like Mike did? Who's gonna, wear the prosthetic suit like Jake did? What's going to get us a return on our dollar because it's gonna be free? Who when this is on, the undercard and people are tuning in and tweeting it with the hashtag, what is going to be shown in the locker room to get people to turn the channel? I don't know if Netflix trusted Bud and Canelo to do the sort of things that Jake did, but it set a nasty precedent. That's all I'll say on that. But I think it's equally nasty if Turkey doing this switcheroo again, the way he did with Mike Coppinger. And I want to give Mike Coppinger some blame now because if I recall right, he wasn't an official ring employee at the time. Maybe I'm wrong, but either way, to do this twice, like willingly report misinformation as a journalist is just wild. Especially when you hold probably the highest position in the sport currently.
Well,
But yeah, man.
his position. Is he still at ESPN? Is he working with both?
No, he's senior editor at The Ring or something of that nature.
Yeah, so he left ESPN. So
Well, I'm saying like if he's I mean that's still supposed to be independent and they're not supposed to spread misinformation. And I just think Mike's nasty if he's willingly doing that. He acted like he didn't know the first time around, but again, I didn't think he was a Turkey employee at that time. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of just.
I mean, again,
maybe this is.
He worked for Turkey.
Right.
Turkey tell him is moving. That's
I
how
get
he
it,
gonna
but
look
you're
at
a
it.
journalist at the end of the day. That you got integrity, and things of that nature. But I mean, I get it.
Yeah, but how do
it's gonna be a good fight.
How do you fact check Turkey?
Good point. He has that,
He's saying,
benefit of the doubt.
He's saying Turkey tells the ring the fight is being moved. All he could
It's
do is
convenient.
report on the most powerful man in boxing.
It's convenient, nature that he has with the company, and that's just. I don't know. That makes it complicated with Turkey owning the most prolific boxing.
But was it though? I mean, we got to be real and fair. Like, he gave the ring prestige. Motherfuckers wasn't going to the ring for news. We was going to boxing scene.
At one point in time, the ring was the go-to. And
yeah, when? How many years ago, though? That's the point.
Not in my lifetime.
Exactly.
Not ever in my lifetime.
Exactly. And when Oscar bought it, motherfuckers kind of stepped back. Like, a boxing promoter bought it. Now, we don't care because this boxing promoter happens to make fights. But, it lost prestige when Oscar bought it, and then he tried to revamp it, and he made a whole studio that never did nothing with. I don't know.
No, I like what Turkey's been doing with the ring, putting it back in print circulation, all of that. But I'm just saying, if this misinformation is going to be a new way to promote fights, I'm not with it at all. We got to have some integrity and honesty when it comes to reporting, or just don't report things at all. I would have been fine spending my Tuesday here, not worried about this fight, but now we got to worry about where is it going to be at. Oh, and I want to correct you. You said thousands of tickets have been sold. Where's your source for that, Ness? That is crazy to just say out loud. Thousands. There's not even a link for this fight. There's a Vivid Seats link, and I'm pretty sure that website is like selling reserves for tickets. They don't have a physical ticket yet. That's why the nosebleed of the football stadium is being listed for over $900. Nobody bought that, and if you did, you should have read through the this fight hasn't been put on sale. So I don't know what that link is, but it's not selling physical tickets. I just want to clear that up.
Yeah, that's
All right,
them
champ.
recent.
All right, y'all. Peace.
What you were saying, Tom?
That's them reseller joints, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Shout out to them people that would buy like tickets that ain't even there yet. That shit is wild, bro.
I know. They they buying from like SeatGeek.
I mean, I guess those are reputable sites though. So like you expect them to get them, versus sitting in line trying to get your own tickets. You know they gonna cut a deal to Geek Seat and they gonna get a couple thousand. So if you lock it in with them, I can see why people go that route. But yeah, I don't know, man. I guess we just privy to more information than most of these other people, so they don't know the bullshit that goes along with making a fight. Like it's so up and down, man. Buying a ticket, I don't know. It's it's pretty tough, yo. You just never know what's gonna happen. Really don't.
Remember them days, mega fights, Al Heyman to have them on a Saturday with the good cameras.
Yeah.
With the what's that man? My man Abner. Who else be up on there? Remember them days? Yeah, man. Regular, we just boxing fans. I'm nobody's fan, but supporters, we just very simple. We just want to see the squabbles with good cameras, good angles on a Saturday at 6 p.m. And we want 24/7s. Yes, DC3. We want 24/7s. Bring them back, bro. God damn.
We got Juan Houston.
Geek Seat was wild.
I got Montez Jackson, $5. I think Turkey is under immense pressure from his government. I think that's why he moved the first press conference back to Riyadh. I guess.
Yo.
What up?
Man, you know what? I gotta say something about the whole Ring magazine and getting the news from the Ring magazine. Ring magazine is like mainstream media. And today don't nobody get their news from mainstream media because mainstream media is just propaganda. And that's all the stuff you see on all those places is propaganda. Just like people starting to get their news from these independent journalists and independent podcasters. That's why we come to TDV, the Boxing Voice, to get the real news. You feel what I'm saying?
Word.
So anyway, I'm just saying. But so what did they say the pay-per-view reveal? What you mean? Like what is revealed? The card, the undercard?
Oh, it's
like,
pay-per-view now. Remember, it wasn't pay-per-view. Now it's pay-per-view.
Oh,
remember, this was supposed to be on Netflix.
Oh, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you something, man. That Netflix shit pissed me off last time because I didn't even get to watch half the fight.
Wow.
I didn't get to watch it cut off in the middle of the Barrios fight, and then it was overloaded. I know it wasn't the only one that happened to because we was right here on TBV.
I don't think that's going to happen again. For starters, I don't think they're doing the numbers that Tyson and Jake did. But I also think that they're going to be better prepared for that.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm going to be honest, Ness. Like, and Two-Tone, you new to this, but, man, I remember when USA Tuesday Night Fight, you used to get up on Tuesday nights. You know what I'm saying? And when I was a kid in Rochester, New York, they used to have the reservists. My father was in the military. They used to, instead of being weekend warriors, every Tuesday, they do 4 hours every Tuesday on the nighttime. And I remember my dad, he'll have the fucking TV with the box. And as soon as they leave they 4 hours of whatever they got to do with the reservists, man, they all come to my dad's house, be drinking beer. So Tuesday night fights go off at 12 o'clock at night. So, I mean, it's just like if you a hardcore boxing fan, it don't matter if that shit is on a Monday. You won't watch it. And for me, and you should know this because you like other sports too, Tone, man, don't nothing trump college football. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. This is America. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand the play on doing it on a Friday night. And, if you got to accommodate that, all I care about is it's TBV doing the fight party because I already got my sisters coming to support Bud. They already agreed to ride with me to Las Vegas because they Bud fans, and I'm gonna introduce my sisters to the TBV life. You know what I'm saying? So, inshallah, if you have something, Ness, you know I'm trying to be there. You know, because I'm a Bud fan. You know
Nah,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
I'm a
We got
Bud
the
fan. I'm
venue
gonna show
locked.
up. Oh, okay, bet. You better make sure you got 3 tickets for me. As soon as they get announced, I'm buying them. You know what I'm saying? And but yeah, you know, I mean, I just like I ain't really tripping on this, and I don't expect too many. I'm excited because I want to see what Bud can do. I really think Bud can win. So you know, that's where I'm at with that. But that's my time. TBV like it's a fire.
Al in the Bay.
Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? Straight from the Bay Area. You know what it is. Man. Um, I yeah, I wasn't surprised that it was gonna be on pay per view. You know, you can't be surprised. It's a Canelo fight. You know, when the last Canelo wasn't on pay per view. You feel me? You're gonna have to go back some years to find that one out. So I was expecting it to be on pay per view anyway. So this type of card, I don't care who on the card. This fight, I'm definitely putting my money out on. You feel me? I don't care how much it costs. I'm spending the dough. Uh, this is a fight I wanted to see. You know, this is a fight I take off the day from work to watch. Uh, it's 2 pound for pound fighters. You know, both of them on the up and up. So this is gonna be a good fight. You know, um, if they get Shakur on the undercard, that'd be great. Um, so uh, that's how I see it. You feel me? I feel like this is a pay per view that we would want to buy, even if it was $80. This is the type of pay per view that we would want to buy, and hopefully, Bud and Canelo don't disappoint us. You know, this is another fight that we should want to bring people out to see, hang out with us, cause this might be a bar burner. You feel me? So yeah, man, I'm paying for this fight all day long.
Yo, define barn
Tell you.
burner. Al, you dropped off? Oh, he did. I was trying to figure out what's a barn burner to him. To him, you know what I mean?
A barn burner?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
What?
Yeah.
what's up, man? Hey, good day, man. I'm feeling good, man. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Hey, shout out to All in the Bay. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I feel you, champ. Hey, well, I want to start. Fuck this fight. I don't give a fuck about this fight, man. No one asked for Bud versus Canelo. You know what I'm saying? This fight this is a clown fight. This fight is worse than Jake versus Mike Tyson. This fight is almost as worse as Manny Pacquiao coming back versus Barrios. This fight, man, I'm pissed off, but I feel good though, man. You know what I'm saying? The Wizards, yeah, I don't care about that fight, bro. I don't care about that fight. The Wizards, man, the Wizards lucked out, bro. The NBA is rigged. Sports is rigged. Everything is rigged, bro. You know, fucking Dallas got the #1 overall pick. That's crazy. But Diddy, if you staying with Diddy, fuck you, man. Diddy is a joke. You know, he's a horn. He's a horn bag. A freak off for 4 days is just outrageous. That's crazy. That's just crazy, Tone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can you be that horny, man? To freak off 4 days straight, bro. 4 days? That's crazy, man. I hope they throw the book at Diddy, man. I hope they give him. I don't know. I hope they just give him life, man. Give him life. Throw him in there. We don't want to see that no more. He ain't make a hit in years. We don't care about Diddy, man, and we don't care about this fight. I wanted to call in earlier, but I was a little busy. Manny Pacquiao coming back. That's crazy, man. He hasn't fought in 5 years, and he's ranked at number 5. That's outrageous, man. You got guys that's been grinding out here, bro, fighting probably a couple times a year, and then you have a dude who hasn't fought in 5 years come back and he gets ranked top 10. Like, bro, like Manny Pacquiao looked like shit in his last 2 fights. No one thinks he's gonna win. Mario Barrios should spark him out. And if I'm Mario Barrios, I'm not even upset that he took this fight. It's a money grab. No one wants to see Boots. Boots might as well move up. He'll probably find more competition up there. People more willing to fight him. These dudes at 147 not willing to fight him. Devin Haney, he don't know if he want to go up or not. He's kind of confused. Do I want to stay down or do I want to go up? Brian Garcia ruined that bag. We won't see that. We looking at a Rolly versus Boots. I did not think I'd say that. Rolly versus Boots, and that's the big fight we're looking at in the future, man. Fuck
Big
sports.
fight is wild.
I mean, not fuck sports. Not fuck sports though. Sports is rigged. Life is rigged. Hey, I'm out, man. Shout out to TVV though.
All right. Majid.
Yeah, man, niggas on them freak offs, B.
Yo, you seen that Dr. Umar clip on Shay Shay?
Which one?
When he breaking down the white girl.
Yeah, I seen that one.
OFS.
Yeah, I seen that one. How
Hey,
set
yo,
up?
That's a fire name, yo. Is that your real name?
That's Superman name.
I know. Shout out to
Trailer
his mom that his dad was able to get that off. That's your real name?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Caleb? Oh no, that's not my real name.
Oh, damn, you had me souped
Dang
up.
on. So I got a question for y'all boys, man. So in that William Skull fight, do you think Canelo looked real vulnerable to the point where you think this fight will be Terrence Crawford might actually surprise some people?
Yeah, I don't know about vulnerable. He just looked extremely lazy. I blame him. He should have been able to cut the ring off. He just didn't want to. He didn't feel like chasing Skull around. He was looking for the fucking Skull to stop running, looking for the crowd to make him stop running. It just looked like a fucking spoiled baby.
Okay, so how much better is Terrence Crawford than Amir Khan was in his prime? Much better footwork, much better movement, better counterpuncher. You know what I'm saying? That fight what Canelo had with Khan, man, even though Canelo's grown since then, Amir Khan literally was probably 4 rounds to 2 to Canelo's when Canelo started going to the body and Amir started getting slow. But I'm not going to be surprised, bro, if Terrence Crawford might fuck around and really, like, show us that he really can handle that, man. For real, for real.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past Bud either.
Yeah, and, as far as the, the Turkey, the money in Saudi Arabia thing, that is fucked up. But at the same time, I feel like the brother is, like, promoting some of the biggest fights in the sport. And the last brother that was on said that we might see Rolly and Boots. Nah, I think we'll see Teo and Boots before Rolly and Boots. Because Teo is the only one that's actually calling out these. Well, Ryan kind of calling some people out too, but Teo is the only one that's really applying pressure behind that. In my book. But yeah, man, I support y'all boys, man. It was nice coming on here, man.
Appreciate you, Kane.
Word for sure.
Salute. Hit that like button.
Damn, CYP said that's his son's name. Cause I was just saying that I'm thinking that's his real name. I'm like, yo, shout out to his dad was able to pull that off. You gotta have a strong relationship for your wife to let you name your son after Superman because it's a fictional character and whatnot. But
Kal-El.
Kal-El. That's always been a hot name, right?
That trailer dropped tomorrow, man.
What, the new Superman trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I hate when they get too comic booky. I don't know that we needed a fucking super dog. You know what I'm saying? They trying to bring the comic books to life and shit. It's crazy. Do we really need a super dog? You feel me?
Yeah.
And if you wanted to give me a super dog, why didn't you develop on the last Superman who had a fucking son? I would have preferred Super Son
this is
over
a whole
Super
new
Dog.
universe.
I get it. I get it.
This is a whole new universe. They reset everything. So forget Cavill, forget Reed, forget all them dudes.
Just like some of y'all Ryan fans still hanging on, I can't see what you know what I'm saying? I can't unsee what I saw, bro. And I needed Superboy. The fact that he threw that fucking piano at the villain, I wanted Superboy. He was born that moment. The fact that no one has ever built off that is ridiculous.
They're doing Bruce Wayne's son though, so it's like they can't do.
Again, he's a whole nother fucking dude. Like, who the fuck is Bruce Wayne?
Yeah, but it's still like the same storyline. It's still like the same storyline though.
No, because I didn't even know Bruce had a son. Where'd he get a son from? None of the comic books.
I think his name's Damon. I think his name's Damien or Damon.
I don't know. I watched the. They said who's the new co-host. That's what happens when you ain't been on in so many years, Mario. This Mario Munguia.
I was on a month ago. What you talking about?
This an OG co-host right here. But yeah,
that's right, bro. Infighting FX. I'm gonna come back a lot more because they burned me, bro. I got shadow banned, so
yeah, they shadow
banned.
He lying, Tone.
I'm not lying. I swear to God.
You be out there doing things you ain't supposed to be doing.
Bro, first of all, fuck the oligarchs. Second of all, fuck the tech companies. At the end of the day, they didn't like it because I say whatever. Like, even if I'm doing a boxing show and someone brings up random shit, like, bro, I'm telling you, they didn't like that somebody was talking about a subject I won't get into. That was the first thing. And after I got on that radar, that was it. I knew I was cooked. I have already been planning to switch everything back up because they were gunning for me, bro. They were gunning for me. They don't like that I'm not afraid to talk about P. Diddy. No, I'm playing. I'm not going to talk about that right now. But Cassie's shit did just drop, so I'm just saying if you want some clips.
What you think of the 4-day free calls,
bro? Let me tell you right now, that is insane. Okay, like I live in a normal world, right? Like I live in a regular world. I've slept with like, I don't want to say regular girls. I mean, they're beautiful, but they're like actual people, right? Like teachers, nurses and shit, college students. Let me tell you, there are no normal people in this world doing 4-day freak offs. That's the type of shit that you get when you grow up in Hollywood. When you grow up, you know what I'm saying, and your wife cheats on you and then makes you do a podcast in front of the whole world, right? To the point where you blow up and slap a comedian live on stage. Like, that's the type of crazy shit that comes from that, bro. Like, oh man, Cassie's testimony was crazy, bro. Like, like Diddy's done. Even if they say not guilty, bro, like everything we know now, bro, if I was sitting next to that dude on a plane, I put my mask on, I would be like fucking,
damn,
putting on that sanitizer, bro.
I'm not following it at all. So what?
You lucky then.
What are you talking about?
Can I smoke on this one? On these airways? Or you want to block my? All right, I was just making sure. I thought you went Disney. No, I'm playing.
You just saying that Diddy was having the male prostitutes slither in town. They all drugged up. No, Mario, how wild was it? That, Cassie, you need to work out more. You're not performing well in the freak offs.
That is the crazy. That's one of the crazy. I'm so glad you said that because, like, you know, we heard some other stuff, right, about what the male entertainers were doing and stuff. So like that's got all the buzz. Yo, that's the wildest shit right there. That's like, imagine like a trainer watching his boxer and being like, I don't like the way they're doing that jab. Let's develop a program. We're gonna go Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and try to get. Yo, he was in there like, Cassie. I studied the freak off tapes, and let me tell you, you are dropping every bit out of your mouth. Like, bro, what? What are we doing now? Yo, you know, Rocky had to drink all them eggs. She had to hold 6 eggs in her mouth for like an hour just to practice, bro. I'm telling
crazy.
you, Diddy was crazy, bro. Crazy.
Yeah,
I hope she get all her money.
So again, I'm not following it, but you did say that even if he gets off, so you think there's a like he can get off?
I think anybody with money in this country who is also providing a service that gets the real rich people in the world money has a chance of getting off. I mean, look, bro, Epstein got caught like twice by the FBI. Nothing happened to him. Nothing happened to him, you know? And now Diddy don't got, you know, the kind of protection that Epstein had, you know what I'm saying? Like Israel stuff type of things, right? But Diddy is a powerful man in entertainment, bro. And here's the other part. It's not just that
Is he
he's
still
powerful.
gonna be after this though?
Yes. Let me tell you why, though. Because his power didn't just come from his relationships that were square in the business. His power also came from all the dirt that he's had on people. We found out that him and Kim Kardashian have basically been trading in rumors and innuendos, and like even had videos on people that were like, they were sharing with each other, like, yo, this person's pissing me off. You got any dirt? Yeah, I got this. Tell him that if he don't want this video out, blah, blah, blah. So it was always like a back and forth thing. So it's not even like, oh, this guy's super fucking gross. Like, no, he also participated in like shakedowns, like hustles, like, you know, blackmailing people. It's crazy, bro. Like you get into this stuff, you start seeing it, and you're
No,
like,
I seen
whoa, this ain't
that like
simple at
on.
all.
I think I seen that on IG that he was paying brown paper bags $100,000 to security to get the tapes and
Hell yeah,
dude,
bro.
crazy.
Crazy stuff.
And then when they
fights.
when they said Suge Knight was at a diner and then Cassie was like Diddy and the goons went and grabbed the Blicks and dipped out, I said they was still beefing that long.
Fuck, bro. Crazy. Yo, did you Tone, did you see that it was like a cipher, I guess, with Joey Badass, Absol, and
Yes.
Big John? Yo, that was fire. Yo, he said this line in there. I think it was Absol. I can't remember who he said, but it was a fire line where he's like, yo, like 90s rap took control east and west, and it's like, but ain't it funny that both Diddy and who was it from Death Row? Suge Knight, both in prison today. Oh, bro, when he said that,
Amazing.
everything just was like, show, bro. The controversies and the innuendos and the rumors for all those years, like, man, it's crazy how it all hit like a steam. You know what I'm saying? It all hit like a train, just head on collision.
It's that God complex, though, bro. When you get a certain amount of money,
Hell yeah.
you start thinking you could do whatever you want.
Fact.
You're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong.
That's just it. You know, that's why you gotta always respect those humble people. You know, the people like that again that they just don't let it get to their head because, yeah. I mean, bringing it back to boxing, I mean, Turkey is the perfect example, right? He has unlimited amount of money and he thinks he can do whatever he wants, and he is for the most part doing whatever he wants, but you know, he's not free from criticism. He's failing. Times Square, that had to be a financial shambles.
Disaster.
Exactly.
Disaster.
Like how do you profit? There was no you don't even have fans to profit. I didn't see sponsorships. Was there any like sponsorships that stuck out?
They had celebrities in the you know, best seats in the house, guys like KSI, I Show Speed. You know, why on earth was Booker T and Pat McAfee, you know, doing the pre-show? Like, and don't get me wrong, I understand that they're trying to broaden out and get that commercial audience. That's cool. It might have worked, but I just don't think there's enough boxing heads in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't. I don't think there are enough people in Turkey's ear from a day-to-day standpoint that are understand the community as well. You know what I mean? Like, look, I'm not saying he was wrong when he said that boxing would be in a better place in America if there was a black heavyweight champion, right?
Yeah,
I
but
don't think he's wrong.
is he not being disrespectful? Like,
Yes,
because
exactly.
if you go to that quote,
Go ahead.
he didn't say America. He said the
No, he
boxing.
said black.
No, but
Yeah,
he
yeah.
didn't say. He said the boxing. I'm gonna pull it up, but I'm pretty sure he said the boxing would be in a better place if we had
Yeah.
black heavyweight. And it's like, then he goes
Champion.
black American, I think. But it's like, yo, what about Dubois and AJ?
That's what I'm saying. He meant black American. That's what he meant, right?
Facts.
And
Facts.
it's not that he's not wrong, right? I mean, bro, how long, Nessa, we've been saying it on this show that the best talent in America, the best heavyweight Americans were in the NFL, in the NBA. You know, we've been saying that for over a decade already. So it wasn't controversial. It wasn't wrong, but just the way he presented it, just the means for which it came out, like you got to be more careful than that. You got to be more structured than that. You have to have a plan. Like,
well, I think he has the
you're
language.
saying the quiet parts out loud. You know what I
think
mean?
he get the language barrier pass?
I think you will in most cases. But why even tread on that kind of water? Like, why risk it? He doesn't have the money to hire a PR guy or have a couple boxing guys like me. No, I'm playing. But have a couple boxing guys by his side at all times. Like, he's got the dough, bro. Like, let's stop playing. Like, he knows. He said he knew for years, like, oh, yeah, I want to fix this about boxing. I want to fix that about boxing. And at the end of the day, what he did on Cinco de Mayo was essentially break every one of the cardinal rules that got us to this point, you know, paying for shit fights.
Damn, he did. You're right, bro. He broke mad rules, nasty.
So,
but you
like,
got to think,
like, all that whole weekend was about what's coming, right? It was like Infinity Wars. If Infinity Wars was one big boring ass fight, like, it's about the end game. The end game was Crawford. The end game was Haney and Ryan Garcia. So why are we watching this really boring 48 hours of boxing based on something that you want to give us, that you know is bigger, that you know is better? Like, you're just trying to squeeze the milk for all you can. I understand it. I get it. But when it don't work, you get the criticism just along with it.
This Al-Sheikh quote is, he said it would be in a very different place if there were a black heavyweight champion, referencing Muhammad Ali. But that's what I'm saying. It's disrespectful to AJ and Dubois. I mean, do you have to be from America? Or do you just have to fight in America? Like, I feel like if AJ would have been successful in America, he could have been huge. He just failed. Dubois hasn't even fought here yet. So they don't know him.
I think even if it was a white American heavyweight, like say Richard Torres started knocking shit loose, he becomes the heavyweight champion. Right. I think that in America, they view the heavyweight as the spectacle, two big guys clunking. And in history, our black heavyweights, bro, we had Muhammad Ali, bro. Yeah, George Foreman, Mike Tyson, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. He was getting to that. Holyfield, you're right. The black American heavyweight used to be on the Tonight Show with Jay Leno, Johnny Carson. Like, they used to be on the front page of the section. Yeah. We don't have that no more.
It's just that boxing ain't where it used to be.
But is that the
not
reason,
a Tonight
though?
Show. You got to put yourself there. You got to be a Mike Tyson. You know, Tank could get on the Tonight Show because he be knocking motherfuckers' head loose, but he don't want to be there.
Nah, I don't think he could, honestly. Like, don't get me wrong, he could, obviously. He's big enough, but I'm saying there's just something special. It's like Tone said about two big guys clunking at each other. It's an American pastime in a way that the featherweights aren't, or the welterweights aren't, you know, and it's not to say that those divisions haven't grossed big earnings and showed that they can, you know, make huge livings. But the point is that boxing was in a different place when Mike Tyson was on top. And Mike Tyson wasn't even, you know, the best heavyweight. Like, he was regarded as something that he really truly wasn't, right? He was a package, but it still worked. Muhammad Ali, these guys raised the bar of boxing and then became bigger than the sport itself, right? And you just don't see that from anyone else. I don't know. Look, there's a reason why the NFL's on top. There's a reason why the NBA's on top. There's a reason why the MLB, there's a reason why golf got way more popular after Tiger Woods. There's a reason why tennis got more popular after Serena and her sister. You know, there's a lot of data that suggests that Turkey is right. You know, it's just that,
I mean, Mayweather was on the
I don't
Tonight
know.
Show in 2007 when it was Jay Leno's, and then he
Yeah,
just
after
got
boxing
on
was
it in
already basically
2025.
broken. Yeah, with no heavyweight division, Ness, right? So Floyd was the de facto heavyweight in a sense because there was no heavyweight division. The Klitschko's, I respect 100%, as I know do you, but at the end of the day, they were not commercial names. I mean, you know, his wife is more popular in America than he is, like, or his ex-wife, I should say, his baby mom, you know, Haney Pacquiao, like all these aspects of the heavyweight division that we've loved over the last like half a decade to a decade, you have to remember were void in late 2000s, early 2010s. I mean, there was just nobody covering the heavyweights because there was really no reason to. And credit to both AJ and Wilder, because without either of them, the heavyweight division wouldn't be where it is right now. It might be better off if they fought, but who knows?
And with Floyd,
King Counter, courtesy of Chico.
Yeah,
Hey, let me chime in on this. Hey, in reality, what Sheik said was the truth, and I think a lot of people feel. Let's keep it real. Fuck this shit. Everybody knows this. If black people are playing a sport, it legitimizes the sport. Okay, when a black dude, it ain't got to be on top. If black dudes are playing it, they know the sport is legit. That's the point. It's like, so when you see not too many blacks being heavyweight boxers, it makes it seem like that shit ain't. That's how people feel. But if blacks was playing that shit, whether they winning or losing, people feel it's fucking legit. We don't have to. It's 2025, man. It's a lot of shit going on. We could be honest, man. Trump president. Let's be honest, okay? Let's be honest. Mario hit it on the head. Nobody said that. Man, golf would be better if Tiger Woods wasn't the best. Tennis would be better if Serena Williams wasn't. What? No, it was at its highest heights when they joined. If there becomes a hockey player that is a black dude from the hood that gets in there killing niggas, oh my God, that hockey shit gonna go through the roof if that happens. But you know, you gotta put that shit in the hood. Reality is, everybody knows that black people are the best fucking athletes. I don't feel bad saying that. You're not gonna get me to feel bad, because when it comes to money, we don't have the most money. We come from slavery. There's a lot of things we're worse at. But when it comes to sports, we're the best. If you don't fucking like that, you can suck a dick. I don't care. The things that we thrive at are the things that we thrive at. It is what it is. You always want to promote when we do something bad. You want to promote crime and black on black crime and poverty. But when it comes to sports, we got to be quiet. We can't stand proud. We can't pound our chest and say you damn right. Oh no. That's what I'm here to do. Say, Turk, you damn right. And I was glad that he said that shit. I was wondering when we was gonna talk about it, but I wasn't gonna bring it up. Like, fuck it, because I live the sport, so I'm cool with it. But in reality, all y'all mad right now. Y'all know damn well the Sheik was telling the goddamn truth when he said what he said. When black people participate in a sport, take that motherfucker over, you feel better that sport is actually as good as it can be because the black people are fucking playing it. Let's keep it a fucking bow wow. I'm going.
Yeah, and real quick, Ness, I want to just make sure I want to say one thing. I wasn't even saying like, oh, when he said something that I was like offended or whatever. Like, right, that's not something for me to be offended about. But my thoughts were in this climate, and I'd be interested to hear what he has to say on this too, because it's like it's not wrong, sure, but coming from Turkey, right? Does it hit a certain nerve? Like, look, I'm not gonna talk about like FBA stuff that I don't know about, right? But what I do know is that one of the big FBA fundamental ideas is that the principle of entertainment has been siphoned from the black community. So to make those kinds of statements, right, and not be part of that community, right? And I'm not saying you got to be fucking Kugler, you know what I'm saying? Like in the movie Sinners, all I'm saying is you just have to have like the education to know that you don't know everything, I guess, right? And so I don't know. I mean, I probably shouldn't even be talking about this shit, but you know, I don't know how to shut the fuck up. So.
Cue up your Sinners review. I got to get to these super chats, but we not moving on
Oh,
without your
bro, I
Sinners review.
got you.
Chico, $2. It was a $400 million jet to be the new Air Force One. You know, I was giving that thought. I wonder if the CIA or like the Secret Service is now going to take the entire plane apart, right? Like, would you really accept a plane from the Saudis?
For real.
Like, what? I mean,
but they said they were gonna do that though. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna take the whole thing apart, but they said that they were absolutely going
like,
to.
what if there's
It was
a
going to
remote
take a year for
control
them to
device in that
exactly.
motherfucker? Like, bro, come on, bro.
They sweeped it, bro. It's been swept.
No, it's got to be taken apart.
They said it's going to take They said it's going to take, I think, 6 months to a year before you can use it.
I'm not trying
because
to
of that
be
process.
like, you know what I'm saying? You could put anything in the engine or in a compartment. I'm just saying. We got to be safer. DC3, $2. Ness, Al put Nello Mayweather in Times Square first. Laughing out loud emoji. Y'all terrible. Mandalorian, $2. At DC3. Thank you, Al Heyman. Sal, VC? What the hell is that? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Brambo, $2. Everyone at 168 is conspiring to avoid and Billy. Philly Auto, $2. Skull versus Usain Bolt. I can't wait. Gonna be good. Nah, we don't even want to see Skull no more. Chico, $2. Dana said he don't like stadium fights. Don't cap. The cloth, different. Member for 6 months. Shout out TPV. Learned a lot in these 6 months. 100 emoji. Salute to you, champ. Chad in Canada with the $5. Tone is broadcasting from from inside Bumgarner's bedroom closet and saying he isn't a fan. Casual Jerry, another $5. Didn't Turkey say Riyadh season cards will stay in Saudi while ring cards will be everywhere else? Yeah, but, you know, he also said he told us a lie. Andre, member for 53 months on that champ level. Where are we, Andre? Hold on a minute. You know we ain't moving on without this.
The champ's here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
What up, TBV? 700 folks watching and only 284 likes. Disgraceful. Diddy K's going to be mistrial. Shout out to Luna and Sky, the original Bulldog Queens in Jersey. Salute, OC. What up?
OC the boss.
Yeah. What up, though?
What up?
What up, though?
Oh, Tom, what's up? Tom, what's up? Hey, so listen. Quest of Fool, right? He had me dying laughing over it because the nigga said, life is rigged. That shit is crazy. Nigga, your life is probably rigged. But listen though, boxing definitely ain't the same. Cause listen, yeah, like Tyson and shit, they used to be on the Tonight Show, shit like that. Listen, bro, boxing used to be on regular news. Like you wake up in the morning and see they run a little sports segment, nigga. They talk about boxing. They used to talk about football, basketball, all that shit. They don't talk about none of that shit no more. No boxing, none of that shit. So, I mean, what? It's not the same. It's a different era. It's different then. Back then, Ness, you know, when we was growing up, niggas was fighting each other. You know what I mean? Maybe it wasn't about the money shit. Maybe they wasn't getting enough money. I don't know. But hold on. Somebody said they didn't want. Oh, Quest was that was Quest said he didn't want to see Pacquiao fight Barrios because he coming off 5 years. Did you forget Sugar Ray Leonard came out of 6 years retirement and fought Hagler? That was a good fight, right?
Damn, get him, dog. That's shots fired at Tone too. He talking about he didn't want the Pacquiao fight.
No, bro. Listen, so
wait, what? Sugar Ray and Camacho.
Yeah,
that's
but
what I'm
he
talking
won 46 though. He won 46 though. Pacquiao 46.
But it don't matter though. He's still coming off retirement, bro. And then he didn't have no tune-ups. Ray Leonard came right out of retirement, dog. Trained for what, a year and a half, I think, and then fought Hagler, who was active. Hagler wasn't retired. Hagler was active, and at that time, it was. I think at that time it was 2 belts. It was a 2-belt era at that time. So, and Hagler was undisputed. So when Leonard beat him out of 6 years, right? ring rust, whatever you want to call it. And he said it. And he said it that night that he had that was ring rust and whatever. So yeah, it could be done. I mean, that's on Pacquiao. What Leonard was 36, I think, when he came out of retirement. So
What fight you talking
niggas.
about?
Leonard and Hagler. Look that up.
What
Leonard
about
and Hagler.
Leonard Camacho? What about Leonard Camacho?
That was nothing, bro. That Leonard thought he could come back off of that. I get that. He was way over the hill then.
Yeah, he was cooked.
Bro, he was only 36 when he fought Hagler. That's your prime, bro. That's considered your prime. In the mid 30s.
Hey, they say you wrong.
Oh, look it up then. Next time if I'm wrong, look it up. How old was he? How long was he on retirement? Dude, that's one of my favorite fights. So I watched that fight. I'm telling you, to this day, I come in from work and I turn that fight on. So look it up. Tell me what's going on. Oh, and I'm gonna give CYP his little kudos. He was just cooking. He right. When blacks get into in any sport, we take over that shit. That's why they be upset and mad. Because we take over that shit. We make that shit look good, and then everybody want to start doing it. What it say, Ness? You look it up?
No.
You said no?
3 years, bro, not 6.
It was 3? Oh, my bad. Okay. I stand corrected. I stand corrected now.
Yes, you
I stand corrected.
Yes, you
Yeah. I ain't tripping about it, but it's the fact that he still came off of retirement, though. So I get it. Yeah.
That's the bell,
I
though,
said,
play.
all right. Yeah.
Let me see what I got. Actually, Mario, go ahead. Are you there?
About sinners? About sinners?
Of course.
All right.
Sinners is
Listen,
huge
first
in
of
this
all,
community.
it was probably one of the best movies I've seen in the 2020s
Bro,
for
don't be
sure.
you know you ain't gotta be afraid. You know I got your back over here,
Bruh,
bro.
ain't
You know
nobody
I got
afraid.
your back.
Listen to me.
You know I
I'm gonna
got
tell
your
you right
back,
now.
bro.
That was so dope the way it was shot. Now I'll admit I felt like the story was like overly simple, right? But it's what you want in a horror movie. Like that's the thing is people are forgetting it was a horror movie. It was meant to bring up themes of horror, and so it wasn't going to be told. And like I see a lot of people talking about like the way the plot was moved, and that it was too slow and too boring at times. But bro, I don't know what movie y'all was watching, because that shit was popping. Listen to me, Ness. When the fucking Irish vampires were standing outside of that, like, oh, we're gonna get you, and they were fucking jibbing and shit outside. Yo, the perfect blend of comedy, horror, metaphor, simile. Yo, that's probably one of the best shots for real in any horror movie ever. They had black people, Irish people, just straight doing Irish jibs. And like this dude just out of nowhere popped out this crazy thick Irish accent. Yo, don't tell me that shit wasn't like symbolism out the ass, bro. Like, yo, because real talk, right? I'm not even going to get like all crazy into it because this isn't my conversation to have. But like, I mean, real talk, like just speaking history. I'm not getting into no politics about this. Rock and roll, jazz, blues, it all got stolen from black people. Like, let's not even trip. Let's not pretend like that's not the case. So then when you see a movie that truly touches on that aspect without like trying to drive it home in a way that ruins the entertainment value, bro, that's brilliant. I'm sorry. That shit was genius the way he did that. But again, it's a horror movie, so it has to be held to those horror movie standards. If you're out here looking to like watch The fucking Whale, then go watch The Whale. But like this was supposed to be, gruesome and entertaining, and there was theme behind it. There were important messages on the history of that timeline that got touched on in a really fun and entertaining way. There were some questionable parts, sure, but like anytime you're doing horror like that, there are going to be questionable parts. What was your problem with the movie?
Is it 100 on Rotten Tomatoes? On your Rotten Tomatoes, is it 100?
No, of course not.
All right. Is it fair to be promoting it as 100? Fuck that. Fuck that. You already
Yes.
answered that. You already
Yes.
answered that.
Yes.
Is
Let me
this
tell you
the
why.
best
They have
movie?
lowered the bar of what 100 on Rotten Tomatoes means. It's become politicized. It's become, campaign driven. So that shit don't mean as much as it used to. Is it in the level of the movies that are claiming to be 100% on Rotten Tomatoes? Yes, it is. 100%.
What? Yo,
Bro,
I
the
can't with this
standard
guy.
has come down to the point where it is as good
Mario,
as anything that has been
don't you
claimed.
write scripts?
Yeah, of course.
And you gonna
That's what I'm
tell me
saying.
that this shit,
The plot progression wasn't great, but
it was clunky as hell.
it's a horror
And
movie.
let's not
It's a
forget that
horror
it was.
movie.
Let's not forget it was one day. You know that.
That's the dopest part about it.
Shit get real in one day.
Hell yeah, bro. Like, that's the whole metaphor of this. Like, I mean, you could be on Black Wall Street living like a fucking king, and then one day, randomly, a bunch of people just come and fucking uproot your shit. Like, it just had so many different, like, connections to Black history in America that it wasn't just a movie about music. It was.
What are we talking about? Uproot they shit. The motherfuckers, they did a sting in Chicago and ran with the money. Fuck, we talking about Black Wall Street?
No, they
y'all
came
out
back.
here capping, man. I can't stand when motherfuckers cap.
Bro,
Y'all
ain't
capping
nobody
for this
cap.
movie.
Bro, tell me
Y'all
what you
capping for this
didn't like
movie.
about it. You said it's clunky. Tell me what didn't
For
you like
starters,
about it?
Mario, for starters, the vampire wasn't burning.
He was flying, bro.
Again, what vampire gets closer to the sun and doesn't burn? Like, my man is, you know what I'm saying?
You never seen a
whole. So
Ness,
Mario.
watch this with Neil deGrasse Tyson and shit. Yo, he breaking down the physics of a vampire.
So Mario, they want you to believe, and that's what I'm saying. It's confusing as fuck. You trying to tell me that was a vampire? I'm supposed to know that in a life where we got 28 Days Later, we got I Am Legend, we got The Walking Dead. How many fucking spin-off series done came from The Walking Dead? We got Resident Evil. So a white man jumps on another white person and bites them. I'm supposed to know it's a vampire. Meanwhile, he ain't fucking it. He ain't in flames.
Wait, you talking about in the house?
Yeah.
Oh,
because
bro,
they weren't.
Bro, when my Native American brothers, when they looked in there like, yo, it's about to get dark. We about to get up out of here. I knew it was a vampire.
Which is the opposite, right, Mario? Like in any vampire movie, the sun is out. Let's drag that motherfucker out here to burn him.
Exactly.
Fuck is you talking about, Tone?
You watch
shit.
Nosferatu. You watch Nosferatu. You watch Nosferatu, and that's why that makes sense to you, bro. But that's what you're missing about
bro,
this.
not just
that wasn't
Nosferatu,
a vampire.
bro.
That wasn't a vampire. That was a hoodoo vampire. That's different, bro. A hoodoo vampire. Like you heard of voodoo, right? Yes, they said it in the movie. What was her name? The girl from fucking Loki. I don't remember her name, but the black girl, right? The bigger one. She practiced. That's where her background was in. It was in hoodoo. So they were it was a hoodoo spell that made them specifically hoodoo vampires. So the rules that you would connect to like Nosferatu, who'd be like a Russian vampire, or the fucking vampires that were trying to like have sex with Buffy, like they're not the same. Like those are different types of lore of vampires. So you gotta extrapolate what you know and understand that this was a rich movie of culture, so they were trying to use it. So if there are things and aspects that didn't connect for you, you just have to remember that maybe you got to do the history.
Hoodoo. And Mario, when my Native American brothers saw the Klan outfit, he was like, okay, you racist motherfuckers deal with that shit. I'm out.
For real, bro. Yo, he's like, oh shit, that's yay. No, I'm playing. Yo, that's crazy.
Not yay. And then Mario, when the Asian lady was wilding in there, would you have kicked her out? I would have kicked her out.
Oh, I would have kicked her out so fast, bro. Like,
See,
yo, we all got loved ones out there. You're
according
tripping.
to I don't see anything that says that they're any different, but there is a comparison: Hoodoo versus Vampire, and remember they use the same shit. So you want me to believe that for the purpose of that one scene, this is not a Nosferatu vampire, but when they trying to get into the bar, we could use some garlic, which is Nosferatu.
Yeah, look, you're right.
Oh, and by the way, we can take it back to the 1920s. Is it? I'm gonna Google it, but don't
Yeah, it was like
forget
1920s.
the steak. They still using steaks. You want me to believe they not vampire? It's
Oh, yeah,
bullshit,
yeah.
bro. He was supposed to
But-
be burning. He was supposed to
But
be
I
on
know
fire.
that you appreciate movies in a way that you can compartmentalize. So when you look at Jordan's performance as both twins, don't
No,
tell
I
me
love
he
that.
didn't kill that, bro.
No,
He
I love
killed
that.
it, bro.
I love that.
Killed
I love
it.
that. He played it. I say that all the time, that he did such a great role distinguishing two different people that you didn't even feel like
yes.
he was playing both roles. Like, it really
Oh,
felt like
well
two different
said.
characters.
Well said. Absolutely. I couldn't have
Yes,
said that
the
better.
man-
Absolutely.
The man couldn't even roll a cigarette at the end of the movie because in the beginning of the movie, his brother rolled it for him. Bro, this was so layered, bro.
Layered.
Remember, he
bro,
just rolled a cigarette. He was
You
like,
probably got to watch it again. I mean, I know I do. I know I missed a bunch of shit. You should watch the new Rockstars breakdown. It's fucking good.
"Oh yeah, I'm a super supporter of them." Yeah,
Yeah, I love that their shit.
What you think of Thunderbolts? I thought the Void was putting hands
I
and
just
feet
don't
on.
get. I just don't get how you chase a vampire into a house. He's not burning. You don't want to kill him while the sun out, but you leaving because the sun going down. It
Man,
don't make sense, man. It ain't make sense.
Remick about to come out there.
Then
Was about to
everybody
put-
blaming the white girl. I hate that. Oh, let's blame the white girl. And every time I bring this part up, they're like, oh, well, she did convince him. She did convince. Get your weak ass out of there.
Bro,
So you weak.
Listen,
You getting
all
convinced
I'm
by a
gonna
woman.
say,
You can't stand
all
on
I'm
your own
gonna
shit.
say, all I'm gonna say is there was a man that was playing King the Conqueror who got in trouble, and I still don't know what he did. And there was one person behind that. And if you ain't learned your lesson, then that's what I think Mr. Cooler was trying to teach you in his movie. And I'm not saying anything, right?
And that's
I'm
fine.
not saying
And
anything.
that's fine. But at the end of the
I'm
day,
just
it's the
saying
weakness
something.
on the man, though. It's the weakness on
Sure,
the man. And it's
that's
always
part of
been.
it.
It's
That's part
always
of
been.
it. That's part of it. But
Since
you could
biblical
blame the person
days.
that gets trapped after he gets trapped. Come on, Ness. That ain't
No,
you.
no.
That
You
ain't
don't
you.
blame a person
That's
that
not
gets
you.
trapped. You blame them for not learning. We still ain't learned from Adam and Eve. Adam got tricked by Eve. You still letting a woman trick you.
It's one thing to read that story in the Bible, and it's another thing to be 21 in a bar and you can't know that it's not the time to go home with this woman tonight. She ain't the one. And it's impossible to know at that age.
Wait a minute. I don't
with
know.
everything going on.
I got to make sure we're on the same page. You know, we talking about the white woman that was dating one of the characters of Michael B. Jordan.
Yes, absolutely. Steinfeld,
Okay,
yes.
so
Haley Steinfeld. I'm saying, like, just in general,
I'm stacking smoke, my bro. I could get any pussy in town.
Sure.
Any pussy in town.
Okay.
Right.
So what are we talking about? How did she persuade him? It was all about money.
But
she reminded
your
him.
problem is,
She reminded
oh my
him
God,
that
Ness,
they
you're
needed money.
disappointing me so much, bro. Okay, you're right. You could, right? I've known you for a long time. You're not lying about that. But let me also say something, because I've known you a long time. That pussy also gets you too sometimes. Maybe not now, but it did once upon a time. And that power that it had over you, that's where you can't blame the man when he gets in a trap. Because when you're in that moment and you're feeling them feelings and you get stuck,
I'm not blaming him. I just don't want the audience to blame her. The fault is on him.
Yeah, I'm not blaming her. I blame him.
Everybody's blaming her.
Yeah, he was weak. He was his brother stood on business, but like it was them white yams. He had a flashback when she was like, you don't want this coochie?
Listen,
Like, hold on.
Listen, bro. I get where Ness is coming from, right? Right now, I got no empathy right now for a certain podcaster that used to play in the NFL. I got no empathy for him in his situation, even though it was a trap, even though he was played. At the end of the day, That man had the experience to know better. Absolutely right. And if the movie was about a man named Sharp, I would be agreeing with you 100%. But you're talking about young kids in a situation, and
Bro,
by
why
the
we
way,
calling Michael B. Jordan's twin brother characters kids? First of all, they gangsters that was fucking killing people with Al Capone.
Yo,
Al
listen,
Capone.
bro. You don't have to be. It don't matter your age,
First of
bro.
all, look, they
Listen,
was killing.
so
Let's just give some facts.
okay,
They was killing
okay.
people for Al Capone. Then they robbed Al Capone because they came down
Okay.
with the liquor and money.
I remember.
Okay, let's be clear.
Yeah, they wasn't no kids. They was
You
business.
taking them out to be kids and all this good shit. Get the fuck
let
out
me
of
so then let me give you something that maybe you can empathize with, right? Let's say a grown Nestor Gibbs who was of an age to be considered an adult, but was running around doing things that today's Nestor Gibbs would be shocked at, you'd even suggesting. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what your age is. Today, you are the adult version of that kid. And that kid was of age to vote, of age to drink, of age to get any sort of drug in fucking Philippines. And so at the end of the day, if you want to clarify adults by their age, then brother, there's a lot of problems out there that can't be just swept under the rug. But if you could say that a person can grow from the place that they are, then maybe kid isn't accurate completely, but there is a distinction between the grown man who knows that's not the life to live because you're eventually going to get got, versus the person who still thinks they can finesse that system, right? Still sees the money above everything else.
Yeah, be clear. Like real niggas, you ain't gonna smash your baby moms like that. Like, we cool, but if she keep coming around 7 or 8 times, nigga, you glazing the yams. You glazing, bro. Stop it. You glazing. That white girl was too persuasive, bro. She said, I just got you some money. You don't want the coochie now? Nigga, man. You gotta have willpower.
Oh, bro. Ness is being harsh today, bro.
Hey, man.
Harsh.
Hey, listen, I'm not talking about when she came back as a vampire and slept with him. I'm talking about when he gave her permission to go do what she wanted to do. It was her idea to go out there. Well, no, baby, let me go out there and see what they got. Bye, 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 bye.
Yeah,
Tried to run that
that's true.
whole I'm white, you not shit.
Hey, but can I say some real shit though? Can I say some real shit though? Like that whole, my cat's fighting. That whole aspect, it shows me how much you've grown for real. Like on some real shit, like hearing that argument from you, bro. Like I wish people would just go back to like 2013 and listen to the show. You know what I'm saying? And so they can respect the growth that I'm hearing myself.
That's what's out there in the.
Talk about Murder Inc. That just establishes a darker, deeper criminal link.
Oh,
Nike, what up?
Nike Hendricks.
Bo Rogers. Allen the Bay, you know you need a counter for a second call, right?
You feel me?
But we definitely went
yo.
to you feel me today.
What's up, fella?
What's up, fella?
Hey, now I'm gonna tell you, I ain't seen that movie, but my old lady, right? She's serious about movies and stuff and all, and she kind of agreed with you on it. She said that
Whoa. Your old lady went to see it without you?
Yeah, her and her girls. I don't.
Whoa, hey yo,
girls.
Oh,
hey
yeah,
yo, hey yo.
I don't. Hey. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't do all that stuff. You know, I go out when I go out. I go out when I go out. Then I let her go do her thing too. I don't. Sometimes I don't
That's a
want to do that
confident
shit.
man right there. That's what that is. A confident man.
No, OG.
But she
OG.
but she looked at the movie like you looked at it, and she thought that it took too long to really get good, to get it, get into the excitement of it all. She said it was okay, but it was kind of.
It took about an
It
hour and
wasn't
a
her type
half
of
for action, bruh. The shit was a
Yeah, that
whole
was she
gossip
talking.
the whole time. A mind
When?
fuck.
So
Wiz.
Yes, I believe
They
that.
gave you one little bullet. They shot one dude in the butt cheek and called that shit action at the market, man. Get the fuck out of here. That shit was, listen, it ain't for
But
everybody,
yo,
that's for sure.
with Canelo and Crawford, the, the thing I've been telling everybody is that Crawford ain't no, he don't sell like that. And Canelo really don't sell like that. He do good if he was a regular boxer, but for the money that he want, those ain't good numbers. That's why he went on here to make that jump over there to Turkey. Those the telltale signs. Now, Bomac the other day came out and said something about he don't want the referees to them if they, get into it. That right there is a telltale sign that they're gonna do what Skull did and run around. So I just like to point these things out before it even happens, so y'all don't be,
Wait,
well, what
wait,
happened? What
Bomac said what? Bomac said what?
He came out the other day and said that he just want a fair. He want the referees to be fair when they fight. He want them to, he don't want them to rob. If it, he don't want them to rob Crawford because basically what he's saying is we gonna box him. We ain't going there to
I
knock
mean,
him out.
of course
Gonna
now.
stick in him.
Who expected him to go in and knock out the man that never been knocked out? Triple G
Well,
couldn't
why
knock
don't?
him out.
But
Bivol
but what
couldn't
he
knock
telling
him
me?
out, bro. Like you
What the
expecting way too
telltale? Well, I'm just
much,
saying the telltale sign. I'm just saying the telltale sign to me is that they're gonna go in there and run. So I'm just telling people
bro. But
that's why I'm not
that better be
excited
the
for that.
game plan is to box. How you gonna knock out Canelo that's never been knocked out?
Well, he shouldn't be the one trying to fight him. But David Benavidez should be the one Canelo should be trying to fight. I don't want to see the fight if he ain't gonna go in there and try to knock him out. I want to all. I want. I don't give a fuck if it's Paulie Malignaggi in there. I want him to be trying to get the knockout. If he ain't trying to get the knockout, what the fuck? I can see if you can't knock him out, but try to get the knockout. Remember when Floyd fought Baltimore? Floyd was trying like hell to knock that motherfucker out. Then finally he told the corner, I can't knock this motherfucker out. 'Cause that motherfucker had a heart and Floyd was hitting that motherfucker. He couldn't stop that motherfucker. So that's what I be trying to tell y'all. I'm just pointing it out. That's not gonna be a fight. That's why it ain't everybody ain't gun ho on that fight because a lot of people who know boxing really know boxing know that ain't really gonna be a good fight off the what we just seen Canelo do with Skull and Terrence Crawford. I'm telling you, he just want to get that money. He ain't gonna go in there and take no chances. He gonna be just like Jamel Charlo was up in there. Now watch what I tell you. And I'm just that's all I just want to point that out. You know, these guys can't fool me. Like when Bill Haney there was gonna fight Shakur, this was the problem. He kept putting it out there. If they say they gonna fight, then we're gonna take the fight to see who want to bid on the fight. That's letting Bob Aaron know why is you trying to take the fight and go make it somewhere else. I'm out.
I mean, I always back Bill on that. It's just that you guys don't like to recall certain things. Like, why wouldn't Bill shop it if Bill was always dealing with multiple promoters? Bill's always had Turkey's number. Bill always had Eddie's number. And Bill's last fight with Top Rank was Loma. So if he gets Shakur to agree, he can see what Top Rank wants to offer. He can see what Eddie wants to offer or Turkey. I mean, I don't get that's pretty simple to me.
Yeah.
But Jid, what up?
What up, Ness?
You?
Yeah. What was the news about the headline? I ain't know what's going on.
According to Turkey, the fight's not happening on Friday anymore. It's happening on Saturday now. But according to Boxing Scene, that's a lie, and it's still happening on Friday, and will still be on Netflix. So it's the waiting game.
Oh, they having it in America, or they trying to take it over there with it?
Right now, the 3 cities are Los Angeles, New York, Las Vegas.
Bet. All right. I hope they don't have it there, so people could actually make it there. But all right, that ain't too bad. I don't give a damn what day it is on, but he should just make it a Saturday. I don't see why they'd change it up.
Well,
Um,
everything is packed on Saturday in Vegas. They got a football game, and then they got something on the 13th, and then they got also something on the 14th, which is Sunday, but that's in Tokyo.
so I
The
guess the
Nue
good
fight.
product just gonna have to sell itself then. But yeah, and then that shit they talking about, like a knee and a black heavyweight from America. I don't mean to be negative, but I kind of feel like it's too late. You know what I'm saying? Like that was Deontay Wilder, and when they had, like, he was finished by in my opinion when he after the Fury fight. I felt like Fury ruined them. But when they brought him to the zone, like, shout out to Joseph Parker doing what he had to do. But to have AJ versus Wilder on the same card, not fighting each other, when we already seen they've been through a lot, at least if he wanted even a glimpse, that was the fight. Now that time has passed. All these niggas, like these black people, that sound weird as fuck. Like, anyway, the Americans, they in those heavyweight fucking what? They basketball and football and shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't really want to throw hands, so I just feel like yeah, man, that shit may have sailed. So they might have to Dubois able to get past Usyk. That might be the only thing he could cheer for. Shout out UK, I guess. I don't know, but as far as our American heavyweights, man, that shit dead. He ain't about to get one right now. It's gonna take a while. But that's all I got.
Salute.
Word. Nike Hendricks. Yeah, Mario, you wrong on that. You better do your research. Hoodoo is not a vampire or a version of a vampire.
No, they got their own version. Yo, Ness, Tone, did y'all think Canelo looked a lot like smaller, like
No. Just fucking
muscular
lazy.
difference?
Old.
That was
Yeah,
all you
old.
saw? Old. He definitely looked
Lazy?
old. I don't know. I thought I saw him and Crawford do the face off in the ring, and I thought, yo, why does this man look every time I see them face off, they look closer and closer in size?
Bro, they not closer in size. Y'all so gullible with
I'm
that.
not saying that they're close.
Crawford's
I'm
not
not
at fight
saying
weight, remember. Canelo was
no,
at
that's true.
fight
Very true.
weight.
Very
Canelo
true.
was at fight weight. Crawford got to
I'm
put
saying
that
though,
weight
the
on,
different
take it off, and then weigh in, and then put it back. He ain't gonna look like he looked that night on the face off. That's for
you're not
damn
wrong. You're not
sure.
wrong. But I'm just saying that the difference is a lot less than I thought it would than I thought it was initially.
I
That's all
mean,
I'm that's the only
you
point I'm
looking
trying to make.
at Bud in clothes. He had a whole polo shirt on. I don't know, man.
Sure.
He
But I know
flying
that
around.
neither
You
of
know he was in
us
New York. Just keep in mind,
I
he
know
was in
that
New York the
neither
night
of us
before. How good
Mhm.
is he eating? He was in New York at the
True.
Times Square fight. Had to go immediately to a private jet and find out it wasn't private. Fly commercial. Yeah, no, that's real fact.
Yeah, I heard.
So,
Wait. He flew commercial?
what?
Yeah,
I thought
somebody
they
got
was all in
a
the with
video.
cop. You got the footage? Deeper, darker criminal link footage?
I don't know about nothing about no private jet with cop.
Damn. Nah, niggas flying commercial to Saudi. You gotta get your bread up, B. That's nasty.
H-Town.
What up? What up, Ness?
Al Heyman would never. What up, H-Town?
Hey, Tone, my brother Tone. I gotta talk to you, my brother Tone. You, you need, you need to talk to the culture. They need to stay away from them white yams. They need to stay away from the white yams. Look at the NBA, man. You got all these light skinned dudes now running the NBA. You put blonde hair on them, you might think they're white boys. And they're dating white women. They're having babies with white women. In 3 generations, the white man done took the NBA back. They send the white she-devil to infiltrate and get rid of the black man. Tone, gotta talk to him.
Kardashians.
Hey, Tone. Hey, but that's just crazy, ain't it? Ain't it? We got all these light-skinned dudes taking over the NBA, man. They're all dating white girls. That's crazy. They don't taking that athleticism. That's wild.
So, what's the nigga
Hey,
named
man, but hey,
Halliburton?
yeah, hey, what was that boy from the Pacers, man? He's balling.
Yeah, he balling.
Hey, but hey, if y'all expect Crawford to box, man, yeah, he gonna start boxing, but Bud is Bud. Once he gets hit, he's gonna want to exchange Ness, and that's gonna be his downfall, man. I'm telling y'all, man, he's too old to learn a new trick, man. That dog is a dog, man. He's gonna fight. He's gonna give us a fight we want to see. He'll get stopped, but at least he went out there and fought, you know, and I respect that 100%. I don't think Bud's gonna be running around the ring, Ness. You know, I don't think that man could change. He got too much pride, Ness. You think he's gonna just run around the whole night?
No. I hope you're right.
I mean, I don't think so, man. When have you seen Bud get hit and not want to get the get back? When? You know, never.
Canelo might not hit
never,
him.
bro.
He couldn't hit Floyd.
Yeah, man, but Canelo's 5'7", man. He thinks that you know, he could take him because Canelo doesn't look menacing. He don't look intimidating. He's a little redheaded Mexican, man. I think Bud's gonna go in there and fight. I'll be very surprised if he don't, man. I'll be disappointed because you know Bud's always been a dog, and that's what I always liked about Bud. You know, but if he goes on the Shakur pen, that's crazy.
Hey, man, get that win. Get in them books. Forget about H-Town talking. Get that win. Get in them books.
We'll see, Ness, man. That's a dog, man. Can't change that, man. I'm out.
All right. Yeah, man.
Yo, I think if he win, if Crawford has a chance to win, he's got to get aggressive at some point. I don't believe the narrative that. First of all, I agree with the caller. I don't think he's got it in him to run. Like, I know you just said Floyd's name, and I know you're not suggesting he's going to go in there and fight that same fight, but I don't even think he's got the same kind of mentality going into a fight as a Floyd Mayweather. And so, for a lot of reasons, I think that we will see some action.
Hey, yo,
of course,
did Crawford mix it up with Madrimov?
No. That's a fair point, but I think it's the caller's point is bigger than what he's even saying. It's like it's that stage for a guy like Crawford. But he is too like I've seen that man try to for real wrestle UFC fighters.
No, I hear you.
I've seen this guy get into.
Madrimov not hit him with left hands? Because my last caller tried to insinuate like, oh, he's not gonna. If once he gets hit, he's gonna want to fight. Oh, he's gonna want to fight. Well, he didn't try to fight with Madrimov, left hand after left hand. Or was it right hand? I forget these days, but you know what it was.
I just don't think Crawford's
gonna do what he got to do to box,
stage.
man. I think Crawford is on the level of a Floyd, of a Thurman, of a Devin, of a Shakur, where they understand. Look at what Devin did. They understand how to get the win. Richardson Hitchens. What did Richardson Hitchens say? That Dev boxed beautifully. Did he use his legs?
And
did
I
he show
believe
his legs? Boxers appreciate boxing.
And I believe that there is a chance that Terrence Crawford may be a cut above everybody you just mentioned, including Floyd. Now, I'm not saying that I'm making that argument or making that debate. I'm saying that there is a chance, I think. And if he were to beat Canelo, I think that solidifies that he had a better career than Floyd. But ultimately, there's a reason why I think he's a cut above the rest. And for all those reasons, I don't see him just, I mean, doing something that, by the way, you're suggesting is like you could take that dog out of somebody at that level of competition. I don't see it, bro. Guys like LeBron, guys like fucking Mike Trout, or, you know, I don't know, Verlander or fucking Halbert, like all these guys, you know, they rise to that level. They rise to that level. You know what I'm saying? Luca, you
I'll
know,
give you this,
fucking
man.
these
I
guys
do
rise to
believe.
that level. And that's the kind of athlete Crawford is.
I'll give you this. I do believe that Crawford, if he sees an opportunity, he'll go for it. I think that is an element that the other boxers I mentioned may not have, you know. But I still think he's got IQ, which means you're gonna do what you got to do to win. That ain't necessarily the knockout. We got Bandalorian $2. Ness done fired round one and hired Mario. Lord child. Nah, man, Mario's old. He's from the beginning. Chico $2. Tone showed up for work. In round one, no call, no show. Y'all just want them all together so they could beef, man. Y'all nasty. Canelo, Dre Day $2. Get to the real question. Who is the Latin Kugler? Nelson? Who's the Latin Kugler? I don't even know. Edwards, Anthony Edwards, Queen City Cobra, Mario Cooker. Philly Auto, $2. Ness crying about imaginary vampires. Laugh out loud. You a hater.
Yeah.
They imaginary, but when Kugler do a movie, they not imaginary. It's hilarious, man. Y'all funny. Adrian with the $10. I don't know who you are, but salute. Dez, $2. I hope the fight is in Vegas. It's a Vegas fight. It is. Casual Jerry, $2. Female movie night. Let us pray. Ooh, he talking about what the fuck is his name? Bro Rogers. Mad Bet, $2. Bud putting fists in Canelo's jaw and ribs. Uh-oh. We got one. We got one. They picking Bud early. Let's go. Hamza.
Hey, yo, was that my man Mario up there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hey, it's Hamza. Mario. Was good with you, baby?
Oh, champ. What's going on?
Was good, bro. How did that interview that you called me to do for? How did that turn out?
Say that again. You cut out.
Remember that interview you had called me for, and we had did that one, John?
Yeah, of
You remember
course.
that?
Oh
Yeah,
man, it
yeah.
was
How
one of
was
my
that?
favorite. It was one of my favorite conversations, honestly, to this day.
Oh, I appreciate you, bro. Hey, listen, that movie that I don't watch TV, but the movie Mr. Kugler came out with is kind of like mixed. Like if you watch Dusk Till Dawn, that was one day.
Mm.
That happened. That all happened in one day, and that's like one of my favorite movies from Dusk Till Dawn. It
Good
literally
call.
happened in one night.
Bro, when I said that, people laughed at me until he did his interview and said that he took inspiration from that movie. I
Of
said, bro,
course he did.
how they making this movie number one when this is Dust Till Dawn? And they like, no, this ain't Dust Till Dawn. I'm like, this is Dust Till Dawn. Motherfuckers go to a bar and it's vampires. It's the same fucking plot.
That's it. Wasn't that John in Arizona or something like that? Dust Till
I
Dawn.
think Dust Till Dawn was in Texas and the other one is in Memphis.
Well, as far as this Canelo and Crawford fight, hey, listen, I love my man Crawford, but we have to really realize that Canelo is a defensive specialist. And if you try to win with Canelo, I was watching some of the Berlanga fight today. Like Berlanga, I don't think y'all really watched the fight because he was literally doing his best and throwing punches. Like Berlanga was really throwing punches, and Canelo was a little tired off the size of Berlanga. I noticed in the later rounds, because I was actually doing an interview with somebody who throwing the show out here, and the fight was on the TV they had in the gym. And I was like, hold on, let me take a look at this. It's just gonna listen. It doesn't matter the IQ of Crawford and all of that, and if he could switch up and do all of that, because from the first second of the round one, Canelo's coming straight to you. He's not giving you a chance to warm up. He's not giving you a chance to do nothing. He testing you, testing your nuts, pause, right from round one. And if you stand there and you try to fight back, later on you will be stopped. If you just go back and watch all of his fights, when people actually tried to fight back, they got brutally beat up. If you go in there and do what Jamel do what Skull did, you're gonna survive and get a great payday. But if you try to fight back, you're gonna be on the canvas and brutally beat up. Now might not stop everybody, but he's gonna bust that pack open. He's gonna beat you up. But you gotta show something. He's not just gonna work at this stage of his career. Canelo has a high enough IQ to
Motherfuckers,
neutral.
they forget
Yes, sir.
Bivol said that Canelo hit harder than Beterbiev.
That's listen, bro. I cannot. I have to acknowledge that because he been in there with both of them. And I would say this. I would compare that to Mikey Garcia's power and Tank Davis' power, because Jose Vargas said he sparred both, and he said, tell the truth, Gervonta be hitting harder than Mikey Garcia, and Mikey Garcia is a known puncher. But you got to remember, it's the speed. That's why too. You know what I mean? That speed increases the, what do they call it? The punch resistance that you're able to take. Cause you can see better BF's punches, but it's hard to see Canelo's punches. And I did notice when I did a film study on Canelo and Bivol that Bivol didn't fight his normal Russian pendulum style. He went to the high guard and respected Canelo's punches. He went to the high guard the whole fight. He fought Canelo the same way, but a little bit more aggressively than he fought Better BF. Because if you try to punch with Better BF and he catch you, one seat to Heineken Bootyville you will be. Shout out to Mario for being on the panel. I was on the panel for so long. I know a lot of these young kids don't know that, but I used to be on the panel with Mario, other cuz from
He said young
Toronto.
kids.
Yeah, a lot of these kids, man, they be hitting me in my DM and they be like, man, I've been following you. And I'll be like, how old are you? And they be like 30 in their 30s. So if you were in your 30s, like back when I had a fiance, that was like damn near 7 years ago, bro. So you gotta think that you in your mid 20s. You a kid to me. My daughter just got engaged the other day. I'm about to give my daughter away, bro. So like when niggas gotta realize I'm not your age.
Call you old
I'm
head,
pushing.
man. You old head.
Yeah, I'm
Let
a
me get to
real
these
OG.
callers, fam.
No, do your thing. Shout out to
PBC,
Mario,
what
bro.
up?
Shout out.
Oh shit, what's good? Yeah, man. Well, Bivol was saying with the Canelo hit harder shit. I think that Canelo
You think.
obviously packed the
Preference, you
hold-
think.
preference. I heard. No, hold on. No, he said that Canelo hits hard with the punch that he saviors and obviously builds up to, but Better Beef's accumulative punches add up. That's how he does get his knockouts.
So
Shout out
essentially,
to Canelo.
Better Beef got to
I
hit you
think the Bud
more
fight
than
versus
Canelo.
Bud versus Canelo, definitely in Legion Stadium is going to be a good fight. Um, we shall see, man. I mean, the dude's willing to do something that not that many people do. He's not going to take a warm up respectfully. That's up to him. He's the athlete. I think he can do some stuff with Canelo. Obviously, he watched a couple fights. He's obviously saying the right things. Don't move too much. Just move just enough. Um, we'll see, man. This is going to be a fight that either makes a good fight or breaks a good fight. Hopefully it doesn't go to a draw or nothing like that. Um, I just can't wait to see it, man. It's going to be a fucking movie, a real movie, not like a bootleg hood DVD. This is gonna be a real movie that you can buy in stores at Best Buy. Um, that's about it, man. I mean, I just can't wait to see it. I hope nothing happens. No one pulls out, and people get their bread. No one has to get a debit card from Turkey, and we could just do what we got to do. That's my call.
Minute
No.
Maid.
Oh, my bad.
You there? Minute Maid. Minute Maid. Yo, yo, yo. All right. We don't hear you, brother. So I'm assuming you went to see what's this new superhero movie they acting like it's good? I fell asleep doing that
Thunderbolts.
shit. I fell asleep, bro.
Yeah,
Was
I
it good
was
to you?
disappointed. No, I was disappointed.
Yeah, I fell asleep, bro. I'm like,
I just felt
damn.
like the direction was way off. Um, I don't know. I think that if it works out the way I think it is, which I feel like we get to Secret Wars and a lot of the characters they created that haven't worked are just going to get slaughtered. Like not dust and come back. I mean like brutally murdered. And I think probably most of, if not all of the Thunderbolts are on that list. With the exception of what's his name? The Winter Soldier. I forget his name, but
Oh yeah,
Bucky.
Bucky.
Yeah.
But what about? Cause I fell asleep. Did the dude die? The fake Superman?
Oh yeah, I mean, kind of. I don't know. Do you know what happened at the very, very end? Like, the post credits.
I did stick around, but you gonna have to refresh me. Isn't it two of them too?
They're the new Avengers. The team is the new
But is he
Avengers.
still
So
there though? I didn't see him though. What was
yeah,
his
he's
name?
still
Like
there.
Mister something?
Uh, shit, I forget.
Yeah,
Honestly, the
me too.
Thunderbolts was like, I don't know. I mean, all those movies were so old. You know what I mean? Like, I forgot what Black Widow was, even though I watched it. I forgot what the Ant-Man movie that introduced the ghosts. Like, I forgot all about their backstories, and I don't know, it just felt like pointless at this point. Like, if it would have came out like
Wait,
2 years ago, it might have been dope.
wait. Why? I I'm lost. Why
What
does
you
that
mean?
matter?
I just feel like there was no investment into the characters the way that there would have been. Like the reason why Infinity War Saga works so well is because Avengers were scattered throughout the other movies, right? Like
Yeah.
Hulk would appear in a Thor movie, right? Or Spider-Man would be in an Iron Man or vice versa, and then Captain America team ups. And so, you know what I mean? Like you invested in those characters. So when you see them dust, you're like, oh shit, bro. Like what? But with these characters, like I've only seen half of them in one movie. You know what I'm saying? Like how am I supposed to invest in these characters? Like I don't know. I mean, it's tough. Like with Superman, when you got that kind of IP, bro, you could just put out that movie and everybody's gonna go see it. You know what I mean? And if you're restarting the whole thing, it doesn't matter because your your concept of Superman is based on your entire life, the TV shows, the comic books, the other movies, the video games. You know what I'm saying? So that whole lore is
I
there.
don't
How
know,
many of
man.
these superheroes have you even heard of in the Thunderbolts before the last movie they were even in? You know what
Never.
I'm saying?
Never.
That's what I'm saying. So
Never.
it's like it's tough IP to sell. That's why they're gonna kill everybody and they're gonna re-snap the universes and they're gonna bring back Captain America as a different actor, Hulk as a different actor, Iron Man as a different actor, so they can use that same IP and retell stories that are completely different. I think the bad guy wins at the end, honestly, of this last saga.
Jay Ortiz. What's in the movies right now, bro?
A lot of horror stuff, really.
Yo, what's up, TBV?
What up?
Champ.
Yo, we talking about Marvel or we talking about Canelo?
Canelo, Crawford,
all right.
Marvel, Thunder
Um,
both.
all right. Yeah, this fight, fuck. Uh, my thoughts on Canelo Crawford. Um, man, fuck Turkey Ali Sheik. Um, fuck Canelo. Fuck Crawford. Fuck everybody who's involved in this fight. I mean, I'm not really excited about it. Uh, Crawford should be fighting in boots. Canelo should be fighting Benavidez. This is just a money grab, cash grab, I should say. It's probably gonna be another dud, to be honest with you. All Canelo's fights are duds. Uh, for me, it would be good for boxing if both these guys would pass the torch to the younger guys. These guys are already on their way out. Canelo, he doesn't fight for Mexico. He only fights for himself. Crawford, obviously, he's looking for that big fight. But, yeah, it's kind of fucked up how boxing is. I fucking hate how it's been corrupt for these last couple years. I'm glad Dana White is going to take over boxing and pay these boxers shitty money. It's what they deserve, man. I mean, fuck. Yeah, I'm just tired of this bullshit politics. What do you guys think?
In terms of the politics, I mean, shit has always been part of the sport, bro.
Yeah,
I try not to
it's
get myself mad over things. You got, what's that phrase? Whatever I forget. It's a biblical verse, but whatever you don't got control over, you just ain't got control over.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I
But like,
definitely think that you're right with
just
a
like you
lot of the
guys were
points
hyped
you're
about that
making with
last week.
What?
Sorry, go ahead. My bad.
no, go ahead. It's
Yeah,
your
what
call.
last week?
The fucking the fucking Fatal Fury. You guys were all excited. I remember calling in. I was like,
Yeah, I mean,
nah, bro,
listen,
this is some
how you
bullshit.
gonna get
And
mad?
look what I turned out to be, a fucking dud.
Yeah, bro, but that's whose fault is that? That's the fighter's fault. It's not
Yeah, that's what
politics.
I'm saying. Well, yeah, it kind of is politics because fucking talking about politics with Canelo and Crawford, but yeah, you're right. It was the fighter's fault, and that's what also I'm saying. It's the fighter's fault. They never show up because all they do, because they already get paid so much fucking money, because Turkey Al Sheikh is paying them so much fucking money that they're not even showing up, because they'll be like, I already got the bag. Why do I need to show up? And same for Canelo and Crawford. They don't need to fucking fight. They don't need to fight the young lions because everyone's gonna fucking pay to watch them. Politics, I blame the politics.
Bro.
Like,
Yeah, I get
It's
it.
just tough, right? It's toughness because like when you think of Crawford's career as a whole, like yes, he's on his way out, but like how many big fights did he get? Like how many opportunities,
One.
Exactly. And so it's like you're in a situation where this is really Crawford's opportunity. It's his moment. For Canelo, it's a cash grab. Sure, you could call it that, but I think that when you look at boxing and the lack of security that it has for its athletes compared to the NBA, the MLB, the NFL, like he kind of deserves this show and he deserves for us not to steal it, honestly. Like I get it. Again, I'm not disagreeing with the quality of the fight. And I think I agree also with the caller. Like those matchups, like any matchmaker would have told you there was good chances that, Haney and Ramirez was going to be a dud. But at the end of the day, it's I don't know. It's hard to say
I
that
disagree on
the
that, bro.
spectacle isn't worth it. Like when have we gotten something like Crawford Canelo? It's been forever. So, to say that it's not something we need is I don't know.
We're not reading that. We got mac and cheese, $5. In my heyday, touring with the Loonies and Digital Underground off the real E pill emoji. 3J jump offs happen plenty. Flex emoji.
Yo, did what's his
Having
name
fun
really
emoji.
write the Nelly's country grammar? What's his name? What's his name? Oh, I forget his name. They said that he does podcasts and stuff. He says that he's the one that wrote country grammar for Nelly. I don't know if it's true or not.
These Ghost Riders need to get over it, bro.
What?
It's
Bro,
serious.
stop
Yo,
it,
Ghost
Ness. The
Riders always.
royalties. Come on.
Secondly, if you was good, you'd be on. The only Ghost Rider that got put
No.
on was
Oh,
Dream.
bro, you used to get mad that uh other guys would use your stuff in a scrum because you're the only one asking those questions, and every right to be upset at those times, right? It's the same kind of thing. Like they're eating off of your work and they're getting so much more royalties off of that stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I can't believe you have that opinion of it.
Yeah, for sure. Tip Bellis with the counter. Bandalorian, $2 more. Oscar for the be Tom out again. Look at his post. Uh-oh. What'd he do?
Not even Thursday.
Tip, what up?
Yeah, man. Yo.
What up?
What it do? Yeah, man. Shout out to y'all Lord and Savior, Turkey Al Sheik, man. Shout out to y'all. Y'all Lord and Savior. Turkey Al Sheik, man. Just killing boxing day by day. Day by day. One day at a time, man. You know, just killing the sport. This dude, man, I tell you. Oh man. And then it's like I said, man, this was never a big fight. You know, even Oscar De La Hoya, you know what I'm saying, is telling you it's not a big fight. Nobody wanted this fight, man. like nobody wanted this shit. And here it is, we gotta settle for it. Because Bud didn't want to defend his belt at 54, and Canelo ain't want to fight the Mexican monster. This is just nasty. It's like I tell y'all every time we talk about this fight. These niggas deserve each other. They deserve each other, man. And I hope this fight flops horrendously. I hope it does. I hope everything about this fight fails, bro. I hope it fails. Because they shitted on boxing. These two fighters alone shitted on boxing. But y'all accepted it.
How?
No, I just what you mean how, bro?
How they shit on boxing? What the fuck?
Bro, they shitted on boxing. We already had to settle for Charlo moving up, a fight we didn't need. And then Terrence Crawford goes and does it again. Like, how many times are we going to see a dude, like, especially at their caliber, like, how many times are we going to see this? We didn't need this. Respectfully, we needed them to fight and contest in their own divisions. That's what we needed. But they didn't want to do that.
This is a super fight.
You know what I'm saying? This is not a super fight. And you can run me for a counter. In no way, shape, or form is this a super fight.
Of
Terrence
course.
Crawford is not a superstar. Let's stop the cat. Let's stop the cat, bro. Like, niggas is not checking for Terrence Crawford, respectfully, dog.
Nobody was checking for Robert Guerrero, and that was a super fight.
Come on, hey, bro.
Nah, that was not a super fight.
Yo. That is nasty. And then you got dudes like Rick Glazer. Rick Glazer is nasty, bro. And he lucky he got me blocked, man. Cause he really out here comparing this shit to May versus Pat. Like he is really, and then I know it's a bunch of you Glazers in the chat. There's a bunch of you Rick Glazers in the chat that's gonna co-sign his bullshit, talking about this is Mayweather versus Pac level. Y'all are disgusting, man. Y'all are really disgusting. Y'all should be ashamed.
Pac level?
All this bootlicking, yeah, man. That boy is out of control. Rick Glazer is out of control, bro. Let me try to find what he said verbatim. This shit is disgusting, man. Like these dudes are taking it to a whole nother level, bro, and it's gotta stop, man. It's gotta stop. And then Mario, bro, you co-signing this Sinners bullshit is disgusting. That movie was terrible. It's as bad as the Crawford fight, man. It's a terrible movie, bro. How that shit even got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, I don't know. That shit was a lie. Maybe Turkey did the reviews. Who knows? That shit's crazy. That shit is
Yo,
crazy.
I thought as a horror movie it was good. Like, look, if you compare it to like things in its genre, if you compare it to things in its genre, like, did you like Dust Till Dawn?
I didn't see Dust Till Dawn.
Oh, you never seen that? Okay. Well, you know, I
Oh,
don't know. I
don't
felt like
compare
it
it to
was
Dust Till
entertaining.
Dawn. Don't
I
compare
didn't
it to
say it was
Dust
as
Till
good
Dawn.
as that. I
Dust
didn't
Till
say it
Dawn
was as
had
good as
hella
that.
action from the beginning.
It was a great movie. I love it. One of what's his name's all time best. But it was in that vein though.
Bruh, Tip, what you got going on, man?
What
I'm
you talking
out.
about?
Nah, we out, bro. You got way too much feedback.
What feedback? I
It's
ain't got
like
no
a whole radio playing back. Like he in a cop car.
You said like you in a cop car.
Yeah, you know it sound like the radio
Yeah,
playing back at it. Like, yeah, oh, tough for it, buddy. Oh, we got him.
yeah. Crazy, bro. Hilarious. Hey, you watched the Clarissa Shields movie? Oh my bad.
Nah.
Matt.
That shit got out the theater
Yo,
way too fast, bro. Like they wanted you to go see that shit on Christmas
that movie
Eve.
was trash.
How you gonna say that shit was
Mario.
trash? You
Yo,
terrible,
Mario, my
man.
What up,
nigga.
big dog?
Yo, Mario, I gotta ask you a question, bro. You still doing that
Yo.
wrestling thing, that wrestling podcast? What happened with that, man?
Yeah. Infighting Exchange, Infighting FX is how you find it on YouTube. I go
Hold up,
live
inside. Let
weekly
me write
with
this down.
wrestling, boxing, and MMA. I appreciate you, champ,
Yo,
for even asking because
absolutely,
I
bro.
didn't promote
Yo,
it once.
fucking yeah, man. I've been doing I've been having like wrestling talk with the other boxing content creator, YSM. He be doing that too. Yo, John Cena's heel turn. That shit is a dub, bro. That shit is trash, my nigga. Straight
Bro,
up and down. They
it's
should
so
they should have put
bad.
a suit on him and made him corporate. That shit is trash. Now Ness,
Yeah,
I
for
want to help
real.
you
They
out,
should
Ness.
have.
Yo, Ness, let me help you out because I know you're an aspiring historian. Homeboy was capping on the phone. Sugar Ray Leonard was not retired for 6 years for Marvin Hagler. He was retired for 3 years.
I
He
already
was
said
only
that.
30. Another thing, he was only about 30 years old. But you know, back then, them guys they washed up early because they were so active. He retired from an eye injury, a detached retina, so he came back at 30 to beat Hagler, who was 32. Now, Two Tone, to answer your question, when Sugar Ray came back to fight Camacho, Sugar Ray was 40 years old. Camacho was 34, and yeah, he wasn't as old as Pacquiao, and he got stopped. He got brutally stopped by Camacho, who wasn't even the biggest punch. He was a decent puncher, but he wasn't a knockout artist. But then again, Mario Barrios would be a journeyman if he fought in that era. So I wouldn't be surprised if Pacquiao beats him. Barrios might go on to be probably one of the weakest welterweight champions of all time. He got knocked out by a featherweight in Javante Davis. He went life and death with Keith Thurman, who was retired for 3 years, and he went life and death with a fringe contender in his last fight. And he might get stopped by Manny Pacquiao. I'm not trying to shit on Barrios, but he's not really the guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's not really that guy. You know, this guy wouldn't be a champion in the '90s at all. He would get beat up from pillar to post by Yogi Boy Campos and Overcard, man. Those division in the garbage. The only good fighter at 147 today is Jerron Boots Ennis, Brian Norman, and that's it. I would say Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, but those guys, they should still fight. Let me tell you something. When two guys are declining, the fight turns out to be better, which brings me to Bud Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. Bud Crawford didn't look good against Madrimov, and Canelo didn't look good against the guy he just fought. So it might make for a more compelling fight because I don't think Bud Crawford could move like the way Skull did. And I think that Canelo Alvarez still has one more great performance in him. He wasn't motivated against William Skull. You know what I mean? And that's for the first time I'm actually going to root for Edgar Berlanga, even though he's Puerto Rican. And I know I traded him for Tio and all that. I'm a root for him against Hamza Shivarov because they did the Dominican guy dirty out there. And like Tone said, you got to play the deeper, darker links, man. They're trying to line Edgar Berlanga up. I believe that. They putting Hamza to come fight Edgar Berlanga in New York City, right, in a tennis court, and they're going to try to rob Edgar, and then they're going to try to make Hamza fight the winner of Canelo and Bud Crawford. That's the deeper, darker link right there. And that's the chili killy. Yo, Mario hip thrust, Mungia, Mexican steel. Be safe, bro.
Damn. Yo, I agree with them, bro. Devin and Ryan should just fight still. Like, I really don't get why everybody was like, oh, well, there goes the fight. Like, or they got to take a break from each other. Like, for what? Ryan's the one that beat him. Like, what does it matter that he lost? I still think it would do, money.
Why you out here capping, man? My man said Ryan beat him. What in the fuck? What?
Well, I mean, you know what I mean.
Say what? Say what? AMG, what up?
Hey, what's going on? What's up, Mario? Welcome back, man.
Champ, appreciate you.
Yo, so I haven't caught. I just joined the show maybe like 5, 10 minutes ago. So I heard there's 5 venues. Do we know what the options for those 5 venues are?
No.
Yeah, man. I'm one of the ones that already got my Vegas ticket. I don't got the ticket to the fight because the tickets weren't really for sale, but I got my plane tickets already, and I got the hotel.
Yeah.
That was bullshit. I mean, I'll find
New
something to
York,
do, so it's not that big of a deal.
New
But I
York,
hope it's in Vegas.
LA, and Las Vegas are the three locations. But
See, but the problem
you
is
do
that now that
know
it's on Saturday,
Boxing Scene has reported that this is all fake news. That this is just Turkey Al-Sheikh Games, and that there's going to be an announcement from Netflix saying that this fight is happening Friday in the Allegiant Stadium.
okay. Hopefully he's on that bullshit. Because if it is Saturday, ain't no way that it's at a stadium, I guess. And I need it to be that because I ain't trying to pay no, $800 a fucking ticket. I was looking to pay maybe up to 400, 300,
Yeah.
something like that. But I mean, I'm still gonna be out there, me and my girl, so it'll be cool. But I hope it is Friday now, and I hope it is at a Legion Stadium.
All right, Chet. I hope so too, man, for the sake of the people that spent money. Mario, you over
All
there
right, man.
playing
Take it easy.
baseball?
Yeah.
So, Mario, what is that? Lord, you got a
The show?
Chihuahua?
Bro, that's Canela.
That
My
shit so
English.
small it just went on your desk. Is that your desk?
What? What you talking about?
I'm watching the 15-second playback on my YouTube. It's like a hamster
Oh.
just a little
Bro,
hamster.
that's Canela. That's Canela. That's the Jack Russell, my English Jack Russell. Canela. Come here. Come here. You want a nacky? You want a snack? Come here. All right, she ain't moving. You're right.
You're right.
It's not a hamster though. It's just a fat dog. All right.
That shit. But ain't that your desk?
Where?
Where's she at? Oh, it's under. Bro, why it look like she was on the desk, bro? He got a WWE ring band for her.
That's her
Damn,
pet
she
bed.
got the stomach. You sure she ain't pregnant? What the fuck?
No, bro, she's not pregnant. She's old. All right. Her fucking. My mother-in-law fed her fucking table food for like a whole year without us knowing. And we're slowly losing weight together. All right. She's actually lost like 3 pounds in the last month. So, been longboarding down at the beach. She's been chasing me. So, we're working on it.
Shout out to Canela. Edwin, what up? Oh, this round one, actually. What up, round one? You gotta unmute. They said that's fat shaming animals now. Nah, my dogs are fat as hell. My dogs are fat as
I was
hell
about to
too.
say, too.
I'm
I
sorry.
was
Can
like,
you hear me now?
hey.
Can you hear me now?
We hear you. We hear you. What up, Edwin?
Hey, what's up, Ness? What's up, Marcos? Nice to see you back, man. What's up,
Oh,
Tone? What's
that's
up,
Mario.
chat?
That's
How's
Mario.
everybody doing?
That's Mario.
Yeah, I've been just chopping it up, listening to you guys for like the last hour. A lot of topics, a lot of things were touched upon, and I just want to say that through everything you guys said, first of all, the Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford fight, I think that both men have put themselves in the position in their career where they deserve kind of to like cash out on a fight and stuff. I don't really expect these guys to like, 10 more years, 5 more years. I think that both men have put in respectfully their careers, and maybe the best man win. As far as like, you know, uh, this narrative that like sports are rigged or this and that, man, that's a wild radical thing to say. I think that cheating exists in all sports, but to say that just blatantly everybody's in on it, that would be a really big stretch for me. I just don't believe in that. But cheating, yes, I do. As far as if you think that this fight is going to be competitive in nature, gentlemen, I just want to remind you, Bud Crawford is the older individual in this fight. So when they keep bringing that up, that Canelo is like, oh, going on to 37. Well, Crawford is older. So I just I think that some of us might be reading this in too much. And when people explain things, I wish they would say I statements. I don't like this fight, not we, like the consensus. Like people are getting on, like talking like they know what everybody feels. If you're gonna, whatever side you take on this fight, just say I don't like this fight. I don't see it this way. Rather than where a lot of people are getting this thing that they're like um speaking for everybody else. So as far as boxing, I want to keep boxing alive, and whatever I can do to promote boxing or call boxing out on this bullshit, my main objective is to keep boxing alive. I like boxing. I like to go out, and like I heard a gentleman say, we pay for its competitive, violent nature, and that's what I want to see when I go out. As far as the fighters in Turkey saying that, oh, Turkey did this, Turkey did that. No, Turkey gave these guys an opportunity. They had to show up. So it's just there's a lot to take with a lot of these fighters, and whether or not you feel these certain kind of ways, feel this kind of way about the fight. I do gotta admit, at least they're putting these fights together, and I just want to see better competitive fights. And great show tonight, guys. Everybody, shout out to the chat, shout out to everybody. That's my call.
All right, champ. Appreciate you. That's
Absolutely,
Mario.
Ness.
Mario, not Marco.
What was it? Excuse me. Excuse me.
It's Mario, not Marco.
Oh, Mario. Okay, thank you. Thank you,
Yes, sir.
brother.
You got it,
Champ.
champ.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you, Ness.
All right.
Uh, so you actually been following the Diddy trial. Where they playing it at?
My girl really has followed it, and I have procured information from her to the point that I got into it. So, yeah.
For sure. Where they showing it at?
They're not. It's all closed. So you have to be on X and to get like the most freshest updates.
Oh, so reporters
TikTok is
reporting.
good. Yeah, reporters reporting. TikTok is good because they're taking the reporters like transcript, and then they're like having AI like there's a lawyer AI and a lawyer Cassidy and a lawyer judge, and they all, what I'm saying, so you could distinguish between the voice. That's not a word. You can whatever, distinct the voices and tell who's who, as opposed to just reading the transcript, the way that it's coming out on Twitter. But the Cassie stuff is out right now, and it is crazy stuff, bro. And they said it's not even the tip of the iceberg. So
are those pictures real of Diddy? Is his hair really gray like that?
yeah, that's what they're saying. I
Damn, so
mean,
he was
all
getting that
the
just for me
drawings
all this
coming back.
time and shit.
Yeah, bro. He had that subscription, dog.
Bro, it's so funny because I
Crazy.
seen a Instagram reel of Akon, and he was saying his shit was fake. And then that reel was talking about so many people who shit fake, like Steve Harvey and like
Yeah.
they saying Nori shit fake.
Oof.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
bro.
going bald when he was like 20. I believe that.
Bro, yo,
All of a
But
sudden, he showed up to
what is
Drink
fake
Champs, and
though?
he
What
had
is
this
fake
full.
though? Like, was it
I,
like a toupee?
exactly. I don't. They're not saying that. It's like this word they use when somebody has used the product, to like full in their hair. But for a lot of people, it's the procedure, right? Like my brother's a barber,
Yeah, they might
and
as well do the procedure.
he's told me that the increase in men getting those procedures has gone up crazy, and it's like all throughout, like price range, like or like range, like it's like middle class, upper class, middle lower class, like you know what I mean. Like there's a range of dudes coming in who have had that procedure, so it's getting like more affordable. It's getting more like universal. So
Oh man. Well, listen, that's the last call. Let me make sure I caught up on these super chats. Y'all not undefeated, chat. I'm undefeated. I'm gonna snipe every one of y'all. Every time y'all got something to say about my boy round one, I'm taking you out. Phantom zone for your ass. Salvador, $2. Did they change the fight date for Canelo? According to Ring Magazine, yes. According to Boxing Scene, no. Do with that what you will. One lump sum, $5. Other sports switch days or venues when there's a disaster or emergency, floods or hurricanes. Welcome to boxing. Dana, ya buster. DJ Double D, $5. Bud has the perfect game plan to beat Canelo until he gets hit in the mouth. It will go down like the planned fight. Canelo by stoppage round 10 through 12. Canelo ain't had a stoppage in how long? In how long, really? Pristine Sports Network, $2. Tip equals Clayton Bigsby at this point. Gbo, $2. Shout out to the chat. They ruthlessness. Nah, they getting sniped. Every last one of them bums. Starting with Quest. Quest so corny, he had to say it 4 times so that New York Bullet could finally see him. Bro, that mean your joke ain't good if you got to keep copy pasting your joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't a good joke. But, yeah, man. You got anything else? Because I ain't got shit to do. We can talk all day. But if you ain't got nothing, I'm done.
nah, bro. You wanna show everybody my stand up clip from the other night?
It's so funny you say that. Send it to me, absolutely, because I promise you, bro. I was about to put you on the spot. Like the minute you jumped on, I don't know why in my head it was like, yo, Mario, you should do a live joke. And I'm like, that's so lame. And I just kept it to myself. But that's dope. Yeah, if you got some, you whack as hell. I tried to hire you for the last appreciation night. You be bullshit. Mario don't want to do nothing.
It was the difficulty of like writing boxing specific comment, I think, is probably like what that
That shit
was.
wasn't funny, Jonathan. You about to get smoked too. You a pastor out here saying motherfuckers lying on somebody is funny. Like, y'all terrible, bro. Y'all keep talking about that dude. And that's called bullying. I hope y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Shit crazy. You out here saying that dude doing shit y'all don't got no proof of. What time each one of y'all? I'm about to start time. Look, I was doing minutes and 5 minutes trying to be nice. 24 hours, man. Y'all out of here, man.
Damn.
You found it? You sent it?
Uh,
You should have this stuff
yeah.
on
Give
your
me one
social
second.
media too. I can screen share from your social media. You got it there?
Nah, I haven't. I haven't really like
You
put the
haven't
comedy shit
posted
up
it?
yet.
You haven't posted
Nah,
it on your fucking Yeah,
nah,
24
cause it's
hours,
like
bro. Y'all
let's
want to
see.
talk about that man like y'all know him. Y'all don't know him, bro. I don't know why Tone did that. That's not cool. Yeah, call me the protection voice. That's cool. I take that.
It's crazy.
All right. Hey, half
So
boxer,
you,
see you testing me, bro. Y'all testing me. I know what them emojis mean, bro. You out of here for that, man. You out of here for that.
mm,
You out of here for that. Don't put no snow-capped mountains, no snowflake, no snowman,
Damn.
no motherfucker skiing. Y'all gonna be on the slopes, motherfucker. Adrian
All right, I
Morales,
just
that's in round one. All right. See, now you getting a fucking 48-hour ban. See you in
all right, I
48
sent it to you.
hours, you bum. You sent it?
To your text though.
Yeah, that's all good. It ain't come through yet. It must
All
be a
right.
big file.
It's like a minute something.
See Adrian later with his cornball ass. Motherfuckers be corny as hell. Want to say one joke, like and this is what I'm saying. I probably made his day. Like, yeah, he timed me out. I got him mad. It's like you a fucking weirdo. Big old weirdo. Shout out to my boy Maurizi. Oh, this is dope. Let me see. Let me do this the right way.
Do it the right way.
Yeah. Let's go to this screen. Add you.
In that car, I swear to God, high as hell for 15 minutes. The one thing I did prepare, I'm just gonna do this because they already gave me what I was doing, and I was in that car, I swear to God, high as hell for 15 minutes. The one thing I did prepare, I'm just gonna do this because they already gave me the light. I've been seeing more and more that men are being overexposed to it, right? There's a study, 80% of men who view porn once a week lie about how much porn they watch 100% of the time. And the thing is that I made a list. I made a list of all the porn I've ever watched, just to kind of keep track of it, right? You want me to show that list real quick? It's very short, I promise. Okay. I've seen porn made on a boat, porn made in a plane, porn made in a van, and man, those bros can bang. Porn with amateurs that aren't long lasting, porns where the couches aren't really made for casting. I've seen porn where the stepdaughters get punished for being liars and stupid women get fucked. I mean, who the fuck gets stuck in a dryer? Porn where no men, one woman, and dozens of gadgets. Porn where step-siblings bang like 170 rabbits. Porns where the stepmoms hook up with their daughter's boyfriends. And porns where the stepmoms bang the dude and the stepdaughter joins in. Spoofs of Game of Thrones where the dragons are gay and that one where Freddy Krueger had dicks instead of blades. And the porns with whips, clothespins, and a leather mask. And if the porn you're watching doesn't have a P going in the V, that's just Cinemax. Thanks, guys. I was doing, and I was in that car. I swear to
That was
It's a
good.
work.
That's classic comedy
It's a work
too.
in progress. It's working.
No,
It's a
that's
work in
classic
progress.
comedy. You know, comedy is always jokes on sex. They always
Yes,
do,
sir.
you know, sex, gay. That's what that, or use at least that's what it used to be before we got PC.
Yeah, in all realness, I find that it's easier to make the crowd laugh if words rhyme. I know it sounds like oversimplistic, but it's just true. Like, if I were to have made any of those jokes just like out in the open, like nobody would have laughed, but you know, rhyming something with women getting stuck in dryers, just funny.
He said he rapping, joking.
Yo,
Tip,
I actually got my first gig off of that set. So
Yeah, man. Free half boxing, man. Free
hold
half
on, hold on,
boxing.
hold
That's
on. Chat
crazy.
summary. Viewers are commentating on Mario's stand-up comedy performance, sharing their opinions on his jokes, and showing their support for him. Okay, Mario.
yo,
AI,
what?
baby.
Stand up.
Let's go.
What? Let's go. Hell yeah.
Good,
Champ.
Tip.
Yeah, man. Free half boxing, man. You know, they banned. You know what I'm saying? You can't use tip emojis in the chat, man. But if you put a wolf, you get to stay. You know what I'm
That
saying?
ain't
But
no
if you put the
tip.
tip emoji,
That's a
yeah, it
snow-capped
is, man.
mountain. That's a snow-capped
That's my
mountain.
emoji.
That ain't
That's
your
my emoji.
emoji. That ain't your
That's the
emoji.
emoji they use
That
for
ain't
me,
your
bro.
emoji. That ain't
That's
your
the emoji
emoji.
they use for me, man.
Yeah,
You
all
see
right.
that?
This how you.
Yeah,
This is the bias. This is the
yeah.
bias, man. But if
Nah,
niggas was putting wolves in the chat, if they
I'm
was putting
watching
wolves in
out.
the
I'm
chat,
watching out for my
they wouldn't get
boy.
banned.
I'm watching out for
That's
my boy
nasty, man.
round one. I know what y'all trying to do.
That's nasty, man. That ain't got nothing to do with round one, man. That's
Yeah,
the tip emoji, man. Free half
tip him
boxing
on.
though,
They ain't
man.
for no tip. They
That
ain't for
shit
no tip.
crazy. But we gonna let Quest live for them trash ass jokes. That shit wild, man. Quest can't get a 24-hour chat ban for them trash ass jokes. But we gonna ban half boxing.
He
Man, what
about
are we
to.
doing?
He about to, cause he the one that started it. He said the same shit 5 times just so somebody could finally say something.
Man, hey, look, that's like his questions, man. He done asked the same
Nah,
questions
you hating.
5 times
You
fast.
hating. You hating.
Man, come on, man. We got to do better around this joint, man. We got to do better. That's nasty,
Hey,
man.
Levine, you
I
trying
had
to
to
get
call in.
timed out? You trying to get timed out for being gay to my
Look at
tip of
that.
the
Look at
mountain,
that.
man? Shit sound like a fucking country road back. What's that shit that y'all weird? Tip of the mountain, man.
Look, man. Look at and look,
Shit sound
y'all. Look,
like
y'all.
gay
He
porn.
he done took my emoji from Border Wars. Then he gave it to King. Now he's trying to take the emoji with the mountain, but he gonna keep the wolf, man. It's a clear bias.
Bruh.
It's a clear bias.
Every Border Wars fighter of the night, if whoever the people pick, they get their emoji. You can't have two of
Ain't,
y'all.
ain't no one used that King emoji yet, man. ain't no one used that King emoji
Hey
yet, man.
yo, stop
This shit
hating.
crazy.
Stop
This
hating,
shit
bruh.
crazy.
Stop hating. I'm about to use that shit right now. Where you at?
Richard Steele stops the fight.
I don't even see Keem in here. Let me zoom in. Oh, there you go. Shout out to King right next to Brona. You hating somebody ain't nobody used it. Khaled, what up?
Yo, Ness.
Half boxing. He talking about that's for the tip of the mountain. Y'all better stop, man. Y'all know what y'all doing, bro. What up, Khaled?
What up, bro? Hey, yo, real quick on this Nello Crawford Turkey a la Sheik joint. I think some of the steam is being taken off the scrap because of all this extra behavior. Like, anytime you got circus spectacle, bullshit ass fights like this, you want to make it easy for the fans to get where they gotta go. Let them do what they gotta do. You know what I'm saying? They got the press conference in fucking Riyadh. Neither one of these dudes finna talk shit. So now you gonna put it in Saudi Arabia on some weird shit, like, like the people can't even feel it and all that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really jacking
Wait,
it.
the fight not in Saudi?
No, I'm saying like the press conference,
Yeah,
the
the
press
press
conference in
conference.
Saudi. Yeah. That's not it. Like we supposed to do a lightweight tour, go to LA, New York, Vegas. We supposed to do a lightweight tour. This the fight of the century. You know what I'm saying? This is a welterweight versus a super middleweight, yo. This is like crazy. Like we gotta do this big. You feel me? So I ain't really jagging it, bro. We gotta make this a lot better than what it is. But it's cool. I'll still be locked in. This kind of making me not even want to do no breakdown on the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's just disappointed with like what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna switch? You gotta put this on a Friday. Now it's on a Saturday. My man's, yo, disappointed, bro. But nonetheless, excited. Excited for this weekend's. I feel like there's some scraps this weekend. No, 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 no. No, it's
It
not. I'm tweaking. I'm
is.
tweaking. Oh, who fight? Who fight? Who fight, bro? That's what I'm saying. It is some scraps. I know I'll be locked in. Who fighting this weekend, bro?
I gotta check. It's something
All
happening.
right. Yeah, yeah, it's something. You doing some live fight chat for it, or you out the way
Yeah,
with it?
nah, I'm doing it.
Hell yeah, bro. What's up, bro? So yeah, bro. But yeah,
Johnny
man. You know what I'm
Fisher,
saying?
that's right. I forgot to show that too. That face off was dope.
Hey,
Damn.
yo, real quick before I hop off, Ness, do you think this type of build up? Do you think Terrence Bud Crawford needs to talk shit to Canelo? Do we need some Eric Berlanga, Saul type of
Hell
build
yeah,
up.
man. Hell yeah. But you
They
know,
not
Bud.
gonna do.
But you know, Bud ain't giving us that. He ain't giving us
That's what I'm
that.
saying, bro. What we need that, bro. Motherfuckers, what the fuck, bro? Niggas gonna be on here quiet, respectful, shaking hands. Thank you for the opportunity. Like, fuck out of here, man. But yeah, bro, that's my call, man. I appreciate it, bro.
Damn, bro, that's wild. I'm not paying for Oh, I'm not paying for that. I'm not paying for that. Not paying for that. You
UFC
got
Fight
that right,
Pass.
cause yeah, you got UFC Fight
Yep.
Pass.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you know I was talking about that?
Because it's the only fight this weekend.
Really? Is it only?
I mean, there's another Japanese fight, but it doesn't have American TV.
Oh my God. This is crazy. This is crazy. He's not lying. Well, this Johnny Mansour, I can't believe who the fuck is this Johnny Mansour getting a 6-round main event on the zone. They giving anybody TV.
Richard Steele stops the fight.
Meanwhile, you got good promoters like Lou DiBella basically retired because he couldn't get a TV deal. Done lost all his fighters the top rank because they couldn't get a TV deal. But this kid, Johnny Mansour, got a fucking TV deal with 6 fights. Who the fuck is Johnny Mansour? I hope he good when we finally get to see his ass. Casual Jerry, $2. If Al made a Bible, Ness would buy it. Maybe you meant AI, and I can't tell the difference because it's capital. One lump sum, $2. Usyk Fury was a good fight, not for U.S. casuals though. I said that early in the show. $20, drop a bomb for half boxing. That is for Tip Mountain. Yeah, I don't know what I mean by that. It also sounds weird, but whatever. You know it do. You know it do. Lord, they got a James Dean Fury now. They just throwing a Fury name on anybody to get him fight. My man is a singer, an actor.
Yo,
Ain't James Dean an actor? What the fuck?
hey, they're
Ain't he
gonna
a
start
Fury?
having they're gonna start having a Spanish Fury and Irish Fury. They're gonna have all the different Furies to take all the countries
Hey
over.
yo, that Fury name ain't worth shit right now either. Tommy just had a fight.
Yeah, last week
No one talked about that.
at
Bruh,
all,
bruh,
at
I didn't
all. He
even
called
know
out
he
Jake Paul
fought.
afterwards.
I didn't even know he fought till after he fought. I'm looking for other fights on the zone and realized like, yo, that shit is actually on the zone. It was on the zone, right?
Yeah, it was like a Friday, like at 2 o'clock, maybe one
Bro,
o'clock, something like that.
nasty work. He need the nasty work, bro. And then he got the nerve to be negotiated with Jake. This guy is out of control. But let me tell you, Jake also going through it too, though. Don't
Oh yeah.
that's that Caesar fight, we not receiving it well. Bro, Jake
Mm-mm.
has fought fucking Tyrone Woodley and we got hyper than like, yo, nobody cares, bro. Are you even like if you look at the social media, I'm gonna go to most valuable. They get like 2,000 likes. You know that's unheard of for most valuable promotions. People don't give a fuck. Look, 1,600. I'm about to screen share this. They don't give a fuck. He need to pull out. He need to pull out. He need to say that he hurt something and change the opponent, or they need to pay Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. to fake an injury and get the fuck out of here so we get a real opponent.
For
But
real,
let me
bro.
see. Look, 1,600, bro. Look, 700, 900, 4. They not doing it. This shit ain't moving the needle. 16 again. Let's look for suing
The
them
the
on.
boxing world can't
Look,
think of Julio in any other
3,000, bro.
way.
That's we talk about Jake Paul. 3,000 likes? Nah, bro. Nah.
You see the Chavez reality show on Hulu?
Chavez reality show Hulu. No.
Yeah, it was his family on there. It wasn't bad. I didn't finish it, but Julio's on there. So is the other son, his granddaughter. It's in Spanish, but it's good though. Or from what I've seen.
Yeah, man. I don't know. That Jake Paul fight, it ain't doing. And like in theory, you know, when he didn't have it signed, it's like, oh yeah, he could fight he could fight Julio Cesar Chavez. I always thought, but bro, I don't think no one cares. You already
Mm-mm.
know hardcores don't care,
Mm-mm.
but like I don't even know the casual boxing fans care because you know Chavez and I guess who he is or where he was. But yo, I'm out. That's GTO, Instagram and Twitter. On to the next one. Tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central, in case Mario want to wake up.
Yeah, bro. Listen, at Infighting FX, that's Infighting Exchange on all platforms. I'm rocking out on TikTok, giving immediate results as well. And yeah, we're going live on wrestling, MMA, boxing, everything, bro. So please tap in. X. I go live on Twitch, YouTube,
Oh yeah,
Facebook,
how's Twitch
IG.
doing?
Yeah. It's good. They don't really show up unless I'm streaming games, but I've gotten a good regular community, so it's
Oh,
cool.
that's
They
cool.
keep hounding me to make a Discord, but I just haven't pulled the trigger yet.
Yeah. All right, man. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.